Hello, hello, and welcome along to episode 17 of Call of the Netherdeep. Why is Josh the DM?
It's time for everyone to get disease.
Let's go. I need more. It's like Pokemon.
Look at it. It was all fixed and then it wasn't. Okay. I even double checked beforehand that the cameras all worked. Harry starts face. Oh, he's under Josh? That's depressing.
Okay.
I don't have a face today. Josh is just going to be my face today.
Is this because you had to move cameras because someone wasn't around?
Yeah, Matt wasn't here last week, but I've just fixed them so that they all worked, and then when I clicked the go live button, they weren't working. Yeah, cool. Anyway, that's in charge. Do some talking.
What am I doing? I have with me playing this week, Josh, who's wrong.
Ooh, I got new die. Hi.
You're cool. Okay, anyway.
I'm Josh. I will be playing Binks, the Way of Mercy monk, and Chikorita is the best starter.
Alright, I want everyone to introduce themselves and say what the best starter is in Pokemon.
Oh.
I have Matt.
Hi, I'm Matt. I am playing Miles, a PSI human fighter warrior. My favorite starter is Chimchar.
Man of culture, I see. I have Jamal.
Greetings. I am Unit 2B01, your personal artifice assistant. How may I be of use today? Also, on a side note, the best starter is Chikorita, because Blaziken will kick your ass.
Yawn.
And I have that other guy who's,
Hello guys, it's only me today. I've muted everybody else because they're all wrong and idiots. If you don't like Squirtle, you're an idiot. If Squirtle is not your favourite, you're an idiot. I'm Squirtle. I'm playing Xylus Dawnbringer. Xylus Dawnbringer is a Divine Soul Sorcerer Paladin, and I've never been so glad that Jamal is wrong, because if it was me and Jamal here, I'd be bored shitless. Alora's not here this week. She was hit by an upside-down hippopotamus halfway to Hawaii, and she has fractured one heel. She will be back with us within a week or two. We hope she has a lovely trip in Hawaii and that no more hippopotami attack her. So, when we last left off, we were fighting some giant elephants. You're all muted. Alright, I'll let the dogs out.
What?
What's Alora's starter? Squirtle, obviously.
No! What staffs?
What's Darth's? Irrelevant.
We'll come to that at the end. I have to think
Good
about
decision.
that,
Alright. I've got a session to persuade him. In that case, I get to not be the DM. That's nice, isn't it? Gaff,
yeah.
where are we and why are we there?
Alright, so last week we left off. We had a little bit of a time skip after the, I don't want to say disaster, but like not good situation that was the whole bakery situation. You guys spent a week off where Toby created the greatest thing that ever was created ever, McCamel. Best thing ever, never gonna let anything happen to it, totally. And Josh was sort of coming to terms, Josh? Who's Josh? Binks was coming to terms with the new sickness and the corruption that was in his left arm. And Miles was out playing Batman for...
He was getting down with the sickness.
Yeah, let's go with that. Owen informed you that you all had a new mission opportunity, and not only that, but you were able to meet one of the high counselors of the Library of Cobalt Soul, Jamal Zafari. That's not his name, but that's the only way James is going to understand him.
It's 'Jamal's a fairy. We know Jamal's a fairy, but that's not part of the sentence. Jamel's
Oh,
a
it's a fairy
fairy.
now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was his name, right?
All fairy. Not a fairy, not a furry. Jamal Alfairy. Anyways, he tasked you all with going to a tavern known as the First Eclipse. Xylus remembered that there is a 95% chance that him and Miles were thrown out of that bar. And he thought he knew the way and took them all the way across town to find that, quote unquote, the tavern moved. While there, they came across 3 rampaging Ruidium elephants. And after a hard-fought battle and many attempts to get many people sick, you were able to defeat it, but not at great cost, as Binks's sickness grew, and the corruption spread to his other arm, as well as everyone expended much energy and fought extremely hard to attempt to save what little civilians were left in the area. And we find ourselves in some random-ass tavern known as the Second Eclipse. What do you all do?
Why are we... Oh, is that where we rested, you meant? Yeah?
Yeah, you said at the end of the last session, you said you wanted to go into a bar and find some place to pass out.
Yeah, so we passed out. We sent some kind of clever tablet-to-tablet message to tell Miles where we were at. Because
Batman ended up showing up, and he helped ferry you all into the Second Eclipse.
I have the weirdest bug. Exactly 50% of my screen is pixelated.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. That's fixed.
So,
We had the long rest, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
It is about 7 p.m., almost 8-ish now.
Just in case, can you long rest Thea for me, please?
I can, if I wanted to, but why would I do that? Why would I give you more?
So that she can use enhance ability, as it's the only thing she wanted to use. She needs the spell slot.
It gives me a D8 on initiative.
No, what?
That's something else.
That is not... Yeah, no. Enhance
Well,
ability
I have a
gives
D8
advantage
on
on, like, certain checks.
She also is using a spell on me.
Yeah, when I see the great Miles
Batman?
return on the following morning, I will obviously fill Miles in on everything that happened.
It is currently night. It's not morning yet.
What? Then how did we get a long rest?
It was like 2 when you guys, like...
Oh, we would have chilled out and had a beer and a meal and whatever. We just wouldn't have gone out wandering, right? We would have slept at night. We're not weird.
So let me get this straight. After a fight, and you have a job you have to go do, you stayed in a tavern for 6 hours. No,
well, yeah,
more
obviously.
than that.
We weren't in any shape to fight. They would have understood that.
Alright, it's the
We
next
needed
morning,
recovery
then.
time, healing, sorting our wounds out, finding our Miles.
Building Macau again.
Yeah, refixing Camel, who got battered and splattered in the fight. There were things to do. I had a dent in my armor, damn it. Yeah, so...
Mind me,
You have a
just
dent in your
changing
skull.
something.
So breaking fast in the morning, telling Miles all about our wonderful adventures with the Ruidium elephants. I'll sort of be like, do you remember that tavern we went to? It wasn't really a tavern where they were being like... They were doing the hideouty thing, and we knew, and they knew, and we knew, and they knew, and then we started talking about it, and they threw us out. I think it was Tavern 7, like, 4 days ago or something. I don't know. Do you remember that?
That's a great question. Do I remember that?
I don't know. Roll me a history check. With disadvantage, as you were fucking wasted.
I'm gonna guess that's a no.
What did you get? Yeah.
Well, I got 9 before the second one.
Okay, when he's like, yeah, it was. I was like, no, okay, never mind, you've forgotten. Well, anyway, they moved the tavern, so we're gonna have to ask where they moved it to.
No. Miles remembers it exactly where you guys are, so he also is.
Oh, okay, yeah, that tavern. Well, they've moved
here.
it. So now we need to go and find where they've moved it to, because we've got to infiltrate the consortium of the people of the Vermilion Dream. Yeah. And then I'll go up to the bartender. Do we have a name for that tavern?
Yeah, it's... Wait, which one?
The one that
you're
we
in,
lost.
The one you lost is the first eclipse.
First eclipse. Okay, cool, yeah. I'll go up
This
to
is the second.
Excuse me, sir. Hey.
Yeah?
I'd like to pay for breakfast, and I'd also... I can't help but feel that this isn't the first eclipse. Where did the first one go?
He is doing some mental math in his head real quick. Alright, yeah, so by his knowledge, he only served you like 2 drinks, and you're asking about
Well,
eclipses.
you know how this one's called the second eclipse, right? Well, what came before it? Where did the first eclipse go? Somebody moved it.
I can guarantee you, sir, no one moved the building. That building is very big, and it is near impossible to move.
I hear you. Let's just say that... Where would I find it if I was to look for it today? And I will place my map across his bar top. If I look for it now, where will it be?
Alright, so about half the map gets immediately covered in, like, beer as it just gets soaked, so you can't... So you've lost about half your map.
No. Zidus isn't stupid. He would have made sure the bar was dry. Let's be real.
He is going to go to your map, and he's going to circle an area. He's going to say, this is where the first eclipse has been, and has always been for the past 25 years.
Eclipse is just in a moment in time, right? It's like, whoop, it's there and then it's gone, right? And then suddenly there's just light again.
Last time I checked, I only gave you 2 drinks. Did you somehow put more alcohol in your drink to get your...
Oh, perfectly sober, thank you. Unfortunately.
I don't
We've got a
believe
job
you.
to do. It's breakfast.
Oh. Okay.
That circle?
It's over here.
Oh. We're a little ways away.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you for breakfast. We better get going. Oh, yeah, and then I'll pay him and tip him and leave.
Alright.
I'll tend to the guys, and it turns out they've moved the first eclipse to the other side of town. It's on the east. We better get going. It's past the house. We could have stayed at home. Like, we're idiots. I'm an idiot. But let's go. Let's go.
The bartender yells, they didn't move it. You're just drunk.
The man knows nothing. Let's get moving. He does know where it is today, though. His facts are more recent than mine. Let's make a move.
Oh, okay.
Shimmy on down.
So it's about like 7, 8 a.m. ish when you guys get up and meet Patman again. And yeah, as you just guys travel down just the streets and stuff like that, it is, I don't want to say it's a lot of like rebuilding or anything like that, but it seems like people are starting just now to come back after the whole, elephant situation yesterday, after the elephant in the room, situation yesterday. And so you see a lot of people coming back, but a lot of the shops around sort of the tavern that you leave from aren't open. It seems like a lot of people are still recovering from what happened yesterday. It was, a lot of people died.
Motion over towards the closed bakery. We're losing bakeries left, right, and center in this place. It's a tragedy. And I will use a second level spell slot to cast Oath Weapon upon myself. You
turn into a weapon.
Yeah, thank you. I've always been a weapon. I am a weapon of mass destruction. But in the meantime, the Blade of the Everlight is once again ignited with the light of the Everlight. We'll trot on. Sort of as directly as we can.
Alright.
So, out of curiosity, what's happening with me and my Steel Defender? I was intending on... We long rested, right?
Yeah, full long... Oh, speaking of, Binks, give me a Constitution saving throw. But as for the camel, it took basically the entire night, and you were able to get a long rest in.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no! Please
It was literally on the edge of the 19,
No.
and then went over.
Doesn't know what to do.
Give me a moment. Hold on. We'll
no.
Literally,
we'll
it
get
was
back to McCamel in a second.
It
Yeah,
was
sure.
right on the edge of the 19, and then it just fell on the 1.
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure I've lost an arm.
I'm pretty sure you've lost your heads to the corruption.
When you wake up, your shoulder line, sort of where like the veins cross, right, and where it previously went over to your right arm. You wake up in the morning, Xylus. You notice this as well. Completely covered in boils. As you are starting to emanate a red light, and all of your hands, where there were previously like scars from fighting as a monk and stuff like that, are now, a lot of those scars have started to reopen, and they're starting to blister. On the bright side, your fists now do a D10 of psychic damage, but you are now on the 3rd level, and you take a point of exhaustion when you wake up.
Can I even fight in this condition?
Yes, you still can. It's not
I mean,
comfortable.
surely
whatsoever.
if I have like open wounds and boils on my body, it would
It's not
hurt me
open
more.
wounds in it's not open wounds in the sense like you're currently bleeding out of them. It's more of just like it's more of just like all of the scars have started to like glow red. And you just have like blisters and like pimples and boils just on your shoulder. You can fight, it's just not comfortable.
Does this look like a temporary thing?
No. As far as you're aware, both of
No,
you...
I know that Ruidium corruption is
No,
permanent, but like the boils are temporary, right?
When you guys were at the a Temple of the Everlight, before both of you set out, you saw a couple people who had reached this stage, and there was nothing that the temple could do to lessen or get rid of the boils.
I guess I misunderstood. I thought that the whole point was that it was based on like exhaustion.
You can get rid of the exhaustion, but you can't get rid of the corruption itself.
No, I understood that, and I understood that the corruption was permanent. I just thought that the... Okay.
If my body's covered in boils, I would like to off myself.
Alright, so Binks kills himself. Alright, would you like to introduce your new character, Josh?
Yeah, so I will be playing a Artematron, formerly known as McCamel, now called Mr. Fuzzyface.
Alright,
I have gained sentience. I have a ranged spit attack and a back kick melee attack. And I can dash as a bonus action.
In all seriousness, give me a religion check or a medicine check with advantage.
$25 on the medicine.
You get the sense that the Jewel of Three Prayers is being drawn to these boils, and you think that it could have some positive effect on it. Should you attempt to do it, but you don't know what to do.
I will rub the Jewel of Prayers all over my body like a bar of soap.
I'll stand on the other side of the room, giving him the eyebrow. Are you...
Alright.
Okay.
I will say, give me another Constitution check. You did it straight last time. Give me a Constitution check with advantage. This is going to be harder, but...
And as I see Xylus on the other side of the room...
Save, not check, I'm sorry.
It's okay. When I see Xylus on the other side of the room, I'm just gonna draw my inner Christina Aguilera and just be like, "Don't look at me."
getting worse.
I was really hoping someone would get that reference. That's an 11.
You feel the jewel is able to sort of... It's able to make the boils subside a little bit. So it's not... So you can move with relative ease and not a lot of pain. But you feel as it tried to reverse what was happening, it was unable to, unfortunately.
That's fine. So I've got a level of exhaustion, and non-mechanically, my body is really like in the gutter, right?
Yeah, and remember also as it gets worse, your personality also starts to go a little bit as well. So.
Oh, I'm aware, Darth. Time to bust people's faces. I think with this happening to his body, Pink's like obviously wears clothes anyways, but I think he'll try and cover up a bit more than he usually does. I think he's a bit not embarrassed, but a bit like uncomfortable with people seeing him like this, you know.
All right. Well, back to more lighthearted stuff with McCamel. Give me an intelligence check with proficiency bonus. So basically, like a spell attack roll. Give me a spell attack roll. We'll see how well you're able to repair McCamel and see how long it takes.
So, roll with advantage. Is it just advantage or straight roll for that?
Just a straight roll.
Right. Okay. So it's going to be, if it's a spell attack, it's going to be a +9. No, +10. Okay. That's 15.
15.
A 15. Check.
It takes a lot, and it does take almost all night to finish repairing McCamel, but you are able to get it almost completely fully operational and back to like 100% efficiency. But it's running on like 95 right now, rather than a full 100.
So less HP than usual recovered. Right?
It still has all of it. It's just like it's not like perfectly sculpted like it was before, right? And if
Okay.
anything, it's just it cosmetically looks like it got a little fucked up.
Okay. That's recoverable in time. That will do.
All right. Is this something you want to say, Xalis?
No, I'm good. Sorry.
All right. So we will continue as you get across town. Yeah. By the time you guys are able to get there, it's about noon-ish. It takes you guys a little bit. Just eating breakfast, getting up, getting Miles back. Not on working condition, but getting him up to speed on everything that's happened, and then with all of just everything that was going on with Binks, it takes a little bit, but you are able to get there. And when you do, give me a wisdom check, Miles and Xylus.
We are wise.
Oh yeah.
And we learned a lot drinking here.
You're like 95% sure that you have been here before, and you're pretty sure that you guys got thrown out of this.
Yeah. We don't get thrown out. We read the situation and we leave when it's appropriate.
No, you didn't.
No, I mean, just because the situation was the bartender angrily yelling at us that the bouncer was going to throw us out the room upside down, it doesn't mean we didn't read the situation and leave when it was appropriate.
Alright, so what is the plan?
Okay, well, eye it up. There appear to be any guards sort of keeping an eye on it from the outside. Obviously, we know that this is a base of operations for corporation.
There is currently a big human sitting in front. He seems to be the bouncer. And it does seem like you don't see anyone inside of it currently. So you're not 100% sure if it's open or not, but the bouncer's there, so
Okay.
could be no.
Just a sort of vague question. Do we have any idea as to, like... We need to infiltrate, but we don't really know the purpose of infiltration, right? We just...
What do you mean?
I mean, we know that they're working with Ruidium, and we're trying to find that out, but, like... We don't have any sort of specific contact or specific...
No, you weren't given anyone that you're going to be meeting here.
Well, no, we're not.
This is-
More specifically, we don't have any particular like department we're targeting or anything. There's nothing we know that we're looking for. We just need to get in.
No, it's just get in there, check to see if it is what,
Okay.
the library thinks it is, and then if it is, take whatever research is being done there.
Okay. Yeah, great. I'll sort of turn to the party and. So I have a couple of ideas. I'd like to run them by you, see what you think. The first is quite simple. We just tell them that we've got some information for the Vermilion Dream and see whether they're willing to buy that. If they ask questions, perhaps we either utilize the Ruidium corruption or the Jewel of Three Prayers as bait. Perhaps that is the information that we could be supplying. What do we think of that?
Do you even think we'll be welcomed back in?
I don't think they'll have a clue who we are. Or so we were assured by the High Curator of the Cobalt Soul.
I don't really see a reason to try and hide and just straight up ask what we need.
Well, we need to get in, right? We need to infiltrate. We need to appear like we're members of the Vermilion Dream, not members of the Cobalt Soul.
Passing ourselves off as their members would be probably the easier side of things. But I am still rather concerned. You see, I'm rather distinctive.
Well,
If there's anyone they would remember, it would be me, right?
Well, we all are distinctive in our own ways. I'm hoping that the High Curator is correct and they just won't remember us.
Well, who do we know in the Vermilion Dream?
Aloysia.
Exactly.
I hesitate to use that name unless we must.
I think if we name drop her, maybe that'll do us good.
Unless she is shamed for what failures she had. I think that we hold the name in reserve. If we can get our way by on bluff first, that would be better. Just in case, they call Aloysia down, for she is one person who will definitely recognize us. And not in a good way. Besides, look at him. He can't be that clever, can he? And I'll gesture towards the bouncer on the door.
Well, I'll follow your lead.
Yeah, okay. I'm just going to bluff it. I believe that Thea said she was going to cast Enhance Ability. It is a second level spell, and it will be
some level.
It will be Eagle Splendor, so I'll have advantage on all charisma checks. I'll head straight up to the bouncer, and with the group next to me, and I'll act as if I'm expecting to just be let in.
All right. As you attempt to go in, the bouncer steps in front of the door.
Is there a problem?
Closed for private party tonight.
We weren't told of this private party. I was told to come here precisely at this time.
Do you have identification?
Wasn't told I needed identification to give information to those within the walls.
Can't let you in without it.
I don't think you understand. We've been told specifically. Look, do you want to discuss this kind of business out on the open street?
He looks at you and he says, "No identification, no entrance."
Okay, we've got a simple one. I sort of Look, we have not travelled across a continent to bring information of a sensitive nature that I'm sure that you are not necessarily aware of, just to be stopped because we haven't got a piece of paper. We've only just arrived in the city. This is of important means for the people for whom employ you. You do not want to upset them. If you don't know whether to let us in, go and get somebody who does.
No identification. No entrance.
Oh, for
I was
fuck's
told
sake.
specifically what to do.
I'll look at him and say, yes, well, you've got new orders now, haven't you? Go find somebody who's important.
He'll crack the door open and he'll yell. He'll say, "Boss, are you expecting anyone?" And then you hear in the background here, "No, you fucking idiot!"
I'll sort of look at him, and if they were expecting us, then we'd have an appointment and identification. The whole point is this where we were told to give our information. And I'll tell you we were expected. I told you we'd been sent.
"What are you doing, boss?" It's just like, they must be mistaken if they were sent here. This is closed for today. No one is allowed in or out.
I'll look at him one more time, and I'll just go from grovel. And I'll point to the ground. He can go ahead and make a wisdom save.
Wow. Here we go.
14.
That's a fail. I'll pat him on the head and we'll walk past him.
Alright. As you open the door, 2 crossbows are immediately pointed at you.
Ah, good. Somebody who understands that some business is important. I have information of a sensitive nature. I was told to bring it here.
The fuck you do? You better walk out of here before I get the guards.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess this isn't a... I was under the expectation from the Cobalt Soul that this was somewhat plausibly possible. I'll throw Spirit Guardians up and walk at them.
Alright. Roll initiative.
Yeah. Fair will throw a fireball over my shoulder.
Hold on. Actually, don't roll initiative yet. I need a few minutes to set up a
Okay. Well, I mean,
battle.
yeah.
Also, no, you don't get those. Nice try, James. I've learned from my mistakes.
Why not? Like, yeah. I mean,
I'm not gonna let you throw a fireball at this before combat starts.
Well,
nice.
Yeah, I mean,
Curiosity,
yeah, okay.
this door. What's this
Okay.
door? What's this door made of?
Well, that sets up a battle map. We're actually going to go on the
What?
back skins for a minute.
Wood. Oh, okay.
Welcome back.
Hey.
We're in a fight.
You are in a fight. Alright, let me change you guys over to the battle map. You all are right here.
Mm-hmm.
To bring you tokens there.
If you put Thayer on the map,
I can do that for you.
yeah, and then double click her and just add control by.
Why the hell am I so small?
Just add a control by on there. You might need to double click the character, not the token.
Also, this is meant to be a building fight, right? So there's a doorway somewhere, yeah?
Yeah. Right by... James. There you go, James. You should have control now. Yep. Why are you so small?
That's what I just said. I have no clue.
There you go.
Amazing.
Normal size. The doorway is right where the man behind you is.
Who is the man behind us? Is that the bouncer?
Yeah, that's the bouncer.
And these are guards on the street?
No.
We walked in.
Yeah.
Oh, we're inside?
Yep. So just for some clarification, I didn't have tokens for this, so just use your imagination. The one here on the left, that is a metal soldier, a Warforged soldier, standing there. And on the right, Xylus, you immediately recognize it as some type of undead. It looks like an undead that has been mixed with technology, though.
Okay.
And then you have your two bosses here. Which we start with the first boss. He is. Just double check. Something before I go. He is a blue dragonborn. He turns to he points to Xylus as soon as he walks in, sort of barging in, and two crimson beams shoot out of his hand.
Okay.
That is a 17 and a 15 to hit you.
One will hit.
Alright. Dealing... 24 psychic damage as the beams just immediately impact you, and
Well,
you
one, right?
feel
Yeah. Okay, cool.
one sort of like dissipates as it hits off of you, the other one sort of impacts you, and then you feel sort of this psychic wave trying to crawl its way into your mind. And with that, we move to Xylus.
Yeah. Who fired that beam?
That man right there.
Lucky him. Okay, I will walk up to him, and I will expend 2 sorcery points to cast Spirit Guardian to the 4th level.
All right.
Give me a second. Let me put that in first. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's the wrong size. I'm just going to put an aura on myself.
Right.
There we go. And then I will hit him with a sword.
All right. Give me an attack roll.
Okay, it's 18 plus 7, 25.
That will hit.
Okay, sorry, that's a green flame blade attack. I should have said that. So that is... Wait, do I get a increased... no, I don't. Okay. So that's 13 on the slashing, on the normal attack.
Right.
4 on the fire. And then 2, 3, 4 d8 on the radiant. I'm just going to roll 2d8 twice.
Go ahead.
For the smite. Where the fuck is smite? Hello, there we go. He's not a fiend or an undead, is he?
Nope.
That's an additional 23 radiant damage on the hit.
Oh. Alrighty. You see, as you run up and you slash at him with the fire and the holy light of the Everlight, you see him take all of it and all of like the damage and the magic that you summoned to hit him. He sort of holds it in his hands and then he fires it back at you. I need a wisdom save.
Plus 0, 17.
Unfortunately, that will fail. As you
Okay,
take...
no, I will not, thank you. I will not take. I will use my Favoured by the Gods to roll an additional 2d4. It's 22.
You will then pass as you feel the magical energy being channeled as he shoots it back at you, but you feel the Everlight come down, put its hand in front of you, protects you from it.
Cool, that's my turn.
Alright, we move to Miles.
I'm gonna run up to the same exact one.
Alright.
And I'm swinging with Great Weapon Master.
Alright.
Ooh, that's a 12 to hit.
That will miss.
Alright. No Great Weapon Master this time. Second attack. Well, It's 13 a hit.
Still miss, unfortunately. You're a little rusty, because of you're not used to the weight that it has again. Kind of takes a little getting used to.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Hex on the dude.
All right.
And he's now hexed.
All right.
And that is my turn.
Strange you didn't do that first, but
Yeah, that's a good point.
we move to Thea. What will Thea do? James.
I'm aware, Vermilion.
All right.
That's not the right size.
She's gonna fireball a bar.
Well, I think so, yeah. They're not being very nice, are they? Yeah. She'll fireball, she won't get this guy, but she'll get the other three.
You see as the other caster next to you counterspells.
Oh, can she
Is
counterspell?
Is it arson when you set things on fire?
Yeah, it's arson.
Sorry, I just have to say one more thing. The dude I put text on has disadvantage on wisdom checks.
Cool. Good to know.
Okay.
I'll say that he's hexed. Is that all Thea's gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Well,
We
maybe she'll
move-
move here.
She'll move, or we will then move to Toby.
So these enemies, are any of them wearing anything metallic of any form? What about Boss
yes.
Man
One of
especially?
them's made of metal, do you know?
The other
Yeah,
one is
but I'm
half
not sure
metal.
if. Yeah, I'm just not sure if making them red hot will be constructive, considering A, they are made of metal and probably won't suffer from it, and B, if they touch you whilst they're burning hot, that would be a bad move.
I don't know.
So-
Try it. See what happens.
What about Boss Man? Is he wearing like any particular jewelry or anything like metallic on him?
Nothing that you think would be significant enough to cause like pain, right? Like there's there's some metal sort of in his like robes, but nothing enough that would that covers any of his surfaces basically. He's wearing like a very heavy robe, right? And you do see like necklaces and stuff like that, but it's all like none of it is on the skin. So you'd only be hurting the robes.
Okay. Well, I can always try this, and since it is concentration, I could just drop the concentration at a moment's notice. You said one's half metal, yeah?
Yep.
What's the other half? Just flesh and skin and such?
Yeah, you think Silas was able to sort of identify that it was undead of some nature.
In that case, I would like to try to scorch the ever-loving shit out of the undead with heat metal on the metallic components of this creature.
Who was undead?
The one on the right, over here.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry. I was really confused. Okay.
So, I shall cast heat metal on that one.
Alright, do I need to save or throw?
Let's see. It
Nope.
says concentration. No, none at all. It's just
Well,
straight
there
up
is
damage.
a con save to avoid him dropping his weapon, but considering you're heating his body, no,
metal parts of his body, yeah, I don't
it
think
just
he can
does
drop that.
damage on cast, and then as a
Yeah.
bonus action, he can do the damage again and again.
Yeah, so on the cast, the damage will be 15 fire damage.
Alright. You see him... You see as his, like, the sword he's holding and the metal parts that connect to him all start to heat up. You do hear, like, the sizzling of his skin being burned. He doesn't seem affected by it in any way, shape, or form. And it doesn't seem like it fully does all of the damage that it should, either.
Oh. Okay. Well, if it's done some damage, at least I will hold the spell on. But for now,
If he's holding a weapon, he needs to make a con save against dropping it.
yes.
If he doesn't drop it, he has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about the weapon. Yeah. So, does he make his con save?
That is a 17.
That will be a save.
All right.
So, for the time being, it is saved from dropping the thing. Bonus
It
action.
still has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, yeah.
Oh, does it? I didn't realise it still had it. I thought,
Let's see.
oh, if it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack. Yeah, okay, you're right. I misread that. Whoops. Apologies. It is time for McCamel to come
Ride?
provide assistance.
I said time for McCamel to ride.
No, McCamel will not be ridden. It will just charge in along here, and I will strike out at the same target that people are focusing with McCamel.
All right.
This will be a force-empowered rend attack, attempting to bite through anything it can with a 21 to hit with its bite.
That'll hit.
That will be 8 force damage, applies to that target.
All right.
Savage bites just coming down and tearing through anything it can.
All right. Yep.
And I know Goon Man outside is sort of kneeling and groveling. I'm not sure how long that lasts for, so I'm going to move in front of the doorway and try to block any enemy's escape or this other guy from getting in if he's groveling ends.
All right.
And that will be me.
All right. Binks, it is your turn.
I think by this time, Binks is probably dead by this disease.
Do better on your con saves.
I'm just gonna frog jump over iRobot over there. And I am gonna punch the bouncer in the back of the head.
Oh, okay.
Doing that will end the charm?
It's already ended. It only lasts a round. I was just going to point out to Binks that he'd just gone outside. Yeah. There's a door here.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. As long as you're aware.
I like to imagine Binks just like backwards jumped through the window just to run up and punch the bouncer.
Pretty much.
All right, give me some attack rolls.
That's a 21 to hit.
Ooh, that will hit.
That's 9 bludgeoning damage plus 5 psychic damage. And I'm going to spend 1 key point to Stunning Strike. That's a Wisdom save?
Constitution saving throw.
Oh, sorry, yeah, con.
That is a 15.
Alright, that passes. I'll punch again. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's another 9 bludgeoning damage plus 7 psychic damage. And I'm going to spend another key point to Stunning Strike.
That's the way to monk.
Yeah, it is. Go ahead. That's a 14.
That is my DC. I will Flurry of Blows as my bonus action.
You're just gonna waste all of your key points in this one
absolutely-
round?
I absolutely
In all
am.
fairness, doesn't he have a way to regain them anyway?
I absolutely do.
Yeah.
You do. You can regain some.
That's a 16 to hit.
That will miss.
And then that's a 25 to hit.
That will hit, though.
That's 8 bludgeoning damage plus 7 psychic, and I am gonna stunning strike.
You see, as you're just like laying into him, like, hit him like left hook, right hook. You're just dodging everything. You hit him this next time, and the psychic damage, and you attempt to stun him, but you hear a guttural scream and a roar come from him. As you attempt to stun him, he shrugs it off, and he looks at you, and his eyes are red and burning.
I love that for me. I'm gonna quietly close the door, and I'm gonna run up here.
All right. Is that your turn?
It sure is.
All right. We move on to the Warforged Soldier.
Wisdom saving throw, please. Oh wait, is he the one outside or is he the one of the 4 in the ring?
He's in the room.
Okay,
currently.
yeah, wisdom saving throw, please.
That is a 4. Oh wait,
16 radiant damage.
hold on. He has advantage. Give me a second. I know. All right. You see, as your spirit guardians attempt to damage and block it, he just robotically just moves through it, as it doesn't seem as effective.
He appears to be resistant to radiant damage.
If anything, in this situation, it seems he had the one directive and he's just ignored it. Not ignored it, he still took damage. Like, you can see dents in his armor, right? It just doesn't seem like there's a consciousness, just keep him and see that he's visibly hurt.
Mechanically, Darth, has he taken full damage?
Yes, he
Cool,
has.
right, that's all I'm interested in. It's whether I smite or not. Okay, so it does matter to me. Cool, okay.
He's gonna come up. He takes his 2 arm blades and stabs into Miles.
Bitch!
That's a 23 to hit.
Yep.
That will deal... that'll deal 12 damage.
I'm gonna reduce that with one of my die. It's a reaction.
Alright.
It'll reduce it by 10.
So you take 2 then. As he swings again. That is a 16 to hit you.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright, and this time it deals... 13 damage. As he just takes his 2 arm blades and just slashes across your chest.
Ow.
Then he sort of takes a defensive position next to the guy that you all have been wailing on. We move next to the bouncer as he kicks the door down. And Toby, you are introduced to a screaming, very angry man as he takes a great axe off of his shoulders and begins to swing upon you.
Charming.
That is a 24 to hit you.
There is nothing I can do about this. I shall have to be hit.
Alright, dealing... dealing 12 damage. As he brings the axe down upon you and then reaches and then pulls it back up. That is a 21 to hit you.
That one I shall actually shield.
Alright. As he attempts to sort of hit you, the shield sort of bounces it off as he just sort of sits there screaming in your face.
Okay. Concentration
move
check has been made.
to the other sorcerer. And...
Wisdom save, please.
Alright. That is a natural 20.
7 radiant damage. Then.
Mm. 7. Alright. And... let me double check something real quick.
You know, you could make the BFG into a D&D character by playing a Goliath and then just being an alchemist. Because he mixes potions. I think you could be the BFG. I just thought you should all know that.
Thanks.
Thanks, Josh. I
Can't
appreciate
play
that.
it for good Sigravia. Oh, don't change. Actually, do change. You picked the wrong Pokemon starter, but apart from that, don't change.
Alright. You see, as this mage collapses his hands together,
Which one is he?
as he...
Sorry.
This one.
Okay.
He claps his hands together, and he sort of, like, hits the ground, and you feel a wave of magic disappear as he casts Dispel Magic.
What's he casting the spell magic on?
He's casting it on the Spirit Guardians around.
Okay. He needs to make a
level
spellcasting
of-
modifier. Spellcasting modifier check. DC.
What are you
11.
casting it at?
No, I'm casting it at 4th level, right? I did
Alright,
say that at the
no,
beginning.
I didn't remember. I'm sorry.
That's right.
Let me double check.
So if he's like an intelligence caster, he just needs to make an int check.
Yeah. You said DC.
I believe it would be DC 11. No, DC 14, right? Yeah, DC 14. Sorry, I misunderstood.
He got a
It's
15.
10 plus the spell. He can roll again. Sorry, Bobs. I don't like him. Miles, have advantage on your next attack.
Awesome.
That's cool. Another dice. That's a 16.
Alright, fair enough. Spirit Guardian's done.
Yeah. With that, he snaps his fingers as an elemental appears in front of him.
He summoned an elemental as a bonus action? What boss?
Yeah,
Man's a
he's
beast.
pretty.
He's casting
Yeah,
2
he's
spells
cool.
in a turn and everything. Fuck the rules of D&D. I love this guy. I want to be him. I'm coming back as the dude with
You're gonna come back as the guy.
I'm coming back as the guy who could summon an elemental to blow 2 3rd-level spell slots in one fucking round. What a beast!
No, he's not casting. Some
Oh,
elements.
okay. He's just asking nicely. Okay.
Yeah, he just. Yeah. he's
Thea,
just-
sorry,
yeah,
can I retract back to Thea's turn? On Thea's turn, she's going to ask nicely if she can have a fire elemental.
No.
Great.
well,
Where's this earth
I'm just
elemental?
gonna-
Do you need a token for it?
Yeah. Yeah, I do need
Okay,
a
I'm on
token.
it.
I'm surprised.
What page are we
they
on?
gave.
There we go.
We
Got
are
it. I've got
on
it. I've got it.
bottom
It was a self question.
Yeah. It's
I've got
funny,
the music twice. Scary.
Yeah, they gave me. They're just like, oh, have this guy who could summon an earth elemental. I'm like, oh, you could give me the token. They're like, no, we won't.
They probably did, to be fair.
I'm checking in the tokens page. I ain't see it.
Yeah. It may say use X, like use generic stat block X.
I'm probably blind too, so that probably also doesn't help.
Alright, there you go. That's an Earth Elemental. It has a tag on it. It says Earth Elemental.
Oh, thank you, James. I appreciate you.
I did make a mistake though because he summoned it over there.
He did it.
Put it right next
He
to
summoned
myself.
it right. Yeah,
What
you
have I
summoned
done?
no. He would have summoned it like right next to you. He probably would have summoned it there to cut off both of your guys' like
Oh, yeah,
trying
that's
to run
fair.
away, right?
Run away? Who the fuck does he think I am?
I don't. He doesn't know who the fuck you are.
He's about
He
to
didn't
fucking
say.
find out. I'm gonna smite the cunt.
All right. So with that, we move to the Earth Elemental's turn. As he takes his giant fists and swings it both down on Miles and what's that other guy's name? I don't know.
McCamel.
No, Xylus. That's thanks. Thank you, Miles.
He's attempting to attack two people separately, or just to cleave.
He's doing two attacks.
Yeah.
It's just he, bringing his fists down at the same time. It's just, two attacks. If you want to impose disadvantage.
Yeah, I will impose disadvantage to distraction to protect Miles. I'm not sure if it will work for Xylus, but
I'm not within
you can
5
only
feet.
target one.
No,
We'll start
just
with
Miles then.
We'll start with Miles then. That is 18 to hit. Yeah, 18 to hit.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage. Yep, the other one I rolled was a 17.
What a loser.
I mean, you're the one getting hit by this, so.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that 2B's natural progression and evolution is just to become Hal from Space Odyssey?
That'd be cool.
I'm sorry, I cannot let you do that.
That is 15 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, we might die.
Nah, you guys are gonna be fine.
You guys might. I'm out shopping.
That's true.
Yeah.
He did run away.
Can we see Binks, by the way?
He's long gone.
I'm down the street.
Yeah.
I just imagine Binks took off down the street and he's just gonna make like a running start, hit a couple times, and just run home.
I'm not gonna lie, Josh. You fucked me so hard with that. I need to be
Make
able to
sure
see
the
you.
bouncer doesn't come in.
Yeah, but I need to be able to
Silas?
see you.
Xylus, that's a 19 to hit you.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think so. I don't have any way of... I don't have shield, do I? No, I don't have shield.
You've already used your reaction.
I have you already used my reaction, you're correct.
That is 14 bludgeoning damage.
Right.
As this elemental sort of appears, to sort of describe what it looks like, it is built partially out of like concrete, but then you also see planks from like the tavern itself as it sort of just formed, and it hits you in the back with like what seems to be what used to be like a table. And then Miles, as it sort of just brings it down and McCamel tries to like block it as much as it can, it sort of just starts to crush you under McCamel's weight.
As I look at this earth elemental, does any of the wood that it's made from appear to be using beer keg wood?
Yeah, there is a little bit.
I would like to
as-
rage.
No. Give me a persuasion check and $10 to my PayPal, and yeah, I'll let you rage.
I don't want it to have any mechanical effect, but if he's used the beer kegs, I am raging.
No, it seems to be like in like old beer kegs. As like you sort of look down where it's standing, you can kind of see where the wine cellar and like the cellar where it keeps the beer is, right? And you do see some ale and beer and mead spilling out a little bit, and it does have that very alcoholic smell to it. But this good kind that Xylus likes. Anyways. We will move to the undead soldier, as he runs up right next to the one that everyone's been beating on, and he is going to attack Xylus. You hurt the boss. All the bodyguards are coming to defend. You see it as it's also running. It drops the heated blade as it sort of sticks in the ground, and you hear like the searing and like the burning as it's burning into the floor, and it pulls out another sword that was at its hilt, and it runs up to slash at Xylus. That will miss. That will hit. And one more time. That will hit as well. You take 15 damage in total as he runs up holds his sword in two hands, slashes at you 3 times, missing 1, and you take 15 slashing damage. As he also takes a defensive position, sort of like, and trying his best as it can to get in front of the caster that you all were beating on. With that, we move back to said caster. As he will summon 2 more lances of psychic energy, and he will shoot them at Toby and Thea. That is a 16 to hit Thea. And that
16 hits there.
A 19 to hit Toby.
Since I am shielded, that will not.
That is true, you are still shielded. Alright, Thea will take... 27 psychic damage as a lance of psychic energy rips through her. Toby, luckily the shield that you're...
Thea will only take half of that. She's Kalister. She's
Alright.
resistant to psychic damage.
What is that? That's...
13.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's right, I'm doing it on roll 20. I hope that.
That helps too. Either way works. But with that, we move back to Xylus.
Right, I'm gonna look to Miles. I'm gonna say, I think we might be in a little bit of a stressful situation here. Go hard or go home. And I will expend 2... Is it 2 sorcery points? Let me just double check. I've got to make sure I'm using the right number.
You tell me.
Equal to a spell's level, so it's expending 3 sorcery points to cast haste on both myself and on Miles.
Go big or go home.
Go big or go home. Just a heads up, Miles, if I drop concentration on this, we're both stunned and dead.
I was gonna say, I can't wait to knock you down.
It's out! I got this! Okay, as a... I don't have a bonus action, so I'm not using a bonus action. Okay, and then on my second round of attacks, you said this guy is undead, right? In front of me?
He looks undead, yeah.
Cool, I'm gonna smite him.
Alright.
Oh, Jesus, okay. I've got a +1 weapon. 19 to hit?
Yeah, that'll just barely hit.
Ooh, scraping it by. I believe that is... I don't even know why it's rolled a d10. Why is it rolled a d10? What's the d10 doing? Where's it come from? I don't even know.
What are you talking about?
It's rolling a d10 every time I click my d8. You know what? 1, 2... No, you are a d10. That's confusing.
Are you talking about with your weapon attack?
Yeah.
For the damage? It's because it's rolling for if you're wielding it one-handed or two-handed.
Well, that's not helping anybody. I'm clicking the one-handed damage. Alright, well anyway.
Yeah,
he's going to take 9 slashing damage. He's going to take... 1 fire damage. The creature next to him... Do I roll 2 separate so the Scream Flame Blade apply to both? I do need to roll a separate. The second one will take 1d8 plus spellcasting modifier, so that guy is going to take... middle guy next to Miles is going to take 12 fire damage. And then I'm going to pump a... Oh, fuck it, YOLO. I'm going to pump a 3rd level smite into this dude.
Alright.
It's my last 3rd level smite, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5d8, is that correct? So,
Correct. Good job, James.
yeah, I'm good at this.
Sometime.
5, 8, 16, 23, 26 radiant damage to him on the right. Oh, shit, do I risk it? I'm considering trying to move. I'm gonna get hit anyway, right?
Go ahead, please do, James. I would love to just stun Miles right before.
No,
right
I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm gonna stay where I am because I do. Yeah, that's exactly the reason why.
Yeah.
I don't trust that it's Miles that look after me or something. Good luck, Miles. Yeah, hasted. +2 armor class.
All right, we move to Miles.
I'll ping it to chat.
Alright, I'm going to... First attack is at advantage.
Who are you attacking?
The dude in front of me.
Alright, as you do, the robotic soldier pushes his body in front of it. Disadvantage on all attacks against him.
Against the dude... Against which one?
Against him. He's basically doing what McCamel does.
I don't know what the camel does.
If you hit the boss instead of the bodyguards, you'll be at disadvantage.
Yes.
Got it.
So for the first attack, it'll be a straight roll, but after that, it'll all be at disadvantage.
Well, I don't have to attack him with the rest of the attacks. First attack, straight roll. It's 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
For... Oh wait, I get to re-roll ones. Yes.
You do.
That is 8 plus 4 damage. That's 12 damage plus a d6 from necrotic. Because it's hexed. It's another 4.
Yes. Alright, so how much in total so far?
16 damage.
Alright. As you sort of hit him and the necrotic energy sort of like spews out a little bit, he catches it, molds it, and then he shoots psychic energy back at you. I need a wisdom saving throw.
Does haste add anything to that?
Nope.
It's a 15.
Only, you will fail as you take 20 psychic damage as a
20?
lance shoots into you.
Alright, the guard in front of me, like now, which I guess is the dude standing in front of Xylus, right?
Yeah, that guy.
Alright, I'm gonna attack him. Second attack.
Go ahead.
It's a 22 to hit.
It will.
It's 12 plus 4. That's 16 damage.
Where are you getting? Did you re-roll?
Yeah, it was. I rolled 2 6s on the damage
That's
plus 4.
That's 14.
Oh, one of them was a 2. The two got re-rolled.
You re-rolled.
Yeah, the
okay.
2 got re-rolled.
That's what I meant when I said, "Are you re-rolling?"
Yeah. So
He
16
is
damage
starting
on
to
that
look.
dude.
Actually, finish your attacks then. I'll say. Give an update real quick.
Third attack. 9.
That will miss.
Fourth attack. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Don't look at that.
What am I not looking at?
I accidentally rolled damage instead of to hit. Next attack, 23.
Are you? Oh wait. Who are you attacking at?
The same dude I've been attacking. It's just the one guy.
The undead soldier now. Okay. Just
Yeah.
making sure. That will hit.
For... Alright. Just getting rerolled. That is 14 damage.
Okay.
And then I will action surge and attack 2 more times.
All right. Go off. Go ahead.
It's a 16 to hit.
That'll miss.
Last attack. It's a 20 to hit.
As you do, he takes his sword and he parries your strike. It misses as well.
You're a pussy. Alright.
You should have rolled better then.
Bonus action. I'm going to second wind.
Go ahead.
1d10 plus 8. Oh, fuck off. Alright, that's a 9 HP. 9 HP to go back.
Reroll the 10. I'll expend a sorcery point. I don't even have to use a reaction. When you are incapacitated, when you or an ally within 5 feet rolls dice to determine the number of hit points they restore, spend a sorcery point to reroll any number of those dice. Go ahead and get a 5 instead. I am running low on sorcery points though. Really low on sorcery points. I've got 1 left for a saving.
Alright, I healed 13 hit points, and that is my turn.
That's my way of apologising, because Thea's going to heal me instead of you now.
That's okay. That is okay.
Thea's going to... I don't know how Laura would play her character, but honestly, I'm just going to do what I think is best for us right now. Thea's going to cast Aura Vitality at the 3rd level. And then she's going to expend her bonus action to pump 11 HP into Silas.
He needs it.
Yeah, I was below a 3rd HP.
Alright.
And can I give her an aura? Is that an option? I can. Yeah, I think...
That's about it.
I don't think she can do anything else. Wait, let me just check something on Aura Vitality before I do that. Yeah, it doesn't do anything on cast, it only does it as bonus action. Yeah, that's her.
Toby, you're up.
I wish I had to summon the dog. I'm sorry, Laura. I didn't summon the fiery dog. I got counterspelled on Fireball instead.
Hey, regrettably, the undead one dropped their weapon, didn't they? So this
They did.
this Inferno, that is its body, will not be able to.
Technically speaking, it is still on his person, but he's not holding the weapon anymore, and he doesn't seem to care about it being on his person.
You can still initiate the damage, though, right?
Yeah. So as a bonus action, it will take another round of fire damage. That'll be 10 fire damage.
Alright. Seems... Oh, I forgot to give an update on how everyone's looking. The sorcerer that everyone's been trying to hit, but everyone is protecting, he looks hurt, but not, completely fucked right now. The zombie mechanical man is looking pretty battered, but you do notice that this time around when the heat metal flares up and it tries to, hurt him more, it doesn't seem as it was as effective as it was previously. The Warforged soldier is basically unharmed, and no one has hit the big casty guy in the back. So that's your
I
update.
still have a guy right in my face.
And you do have a very heavily damaged screaming man in your face. Yeah.
I shall try to finish off this wounded screaming man in my face. I would like to swing with Battle Axe.
Alright, go ahead.
That's a 17 to hit.
That will... What is it? Yeah, that'll hit, yeah.
Will be 9 slashing damage.
Alright, you see though, however, as you do slice into him, he isn't feeling it much anymore.
He must be raged. Very well then, I will strike once more. That is 23 to hit.
That will.
dealing another 11 slashing damage.
Alright, still doesn't care.
Does he look any further wounded, or did he
He
just...
does, but he's still, like, screaming and yelling in your face.
Oh well, such is the price to pay. That'll be all.
Alright, and we lastly come to Binks. Binks, what would you like to do?
I would like to come back. And I will continue pummeling the. I'm just assuming it's a barbarian. If that's okay with you.
Yeah, if you want to assume that, go ahead. I'm not gonna stop you.
That is a 17 to hit.
That'll hit exactly.
That is 9 bludgeoning damage and
Alright.
9 psychic damage.
You see, as the psychic damage attempts to sort of corrupt him, you see as he doesn't. It doesn't seem like he's caring as much anymore.
Con save.
$21.
22 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's another 9 bludgeoning damage plus 10 psychic damage.
Alright, and I'm assuming another con save.
Con save.
That is 19.
I will bonus action flurry of blows. That's a nat 20, fucker.
Alright, go off.
That is 14 bludgeoning damage. Do I also crit the psychic?
Yes, you do. You do crit the psychic damage.
How
But
tasty. That's 6 psychic damage.
I'm gonna need a con save from you.
How I have tasted my own medicine and it is bitter. That's a 12.
I'm gonna let you re-roll that because of the jewel.
That's a 7.
Oh no. Are we losing Binks?
No, I think he's just
So
taking
you
a level
take-
of exhaustion.
You take a level of exhaustion. As you feel the boils start to flare up again. So you're on 2 points of exhaustion now.
Oh dear.
Con save.
Alright. That is a 14. Oh, that's your D.
That's
Sorry, no.
15 to hit.
That will miss, unfortunately.
Okay, and now I've got the movement speed of a normal person. I will move back down here. Back to the bakery I go.
Alright. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Alright. We move to the Warforged soldier as he attempts to stab Miles.
Uh-oh.
Don't forget you have an extra 2 armor class.
I do.
That is 16 to hit. Unfortunately, that'll miss.
That'll miss now. Haha.
That is a nat 20 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
So that is...
Oh no.
second.
You already know I'm using a dice as a reaction.
Yeah, go ahead. It is 2 to that. 7, 14. That is a 20 slashing damage. As it takes its 2 armored armored blades and just stabs it into your gut.
Alright, I'll reduce that by 7, so 13. Ow.
Yeah. With that it's its turn. We move back to a very angry boy. Very angry boy will attempt to slash Metal Man.
He may try.
It's a 15 to hit. That'll miss.
That will
Oh.
miss.
He's gonna get real mad and go again.
Okay.
That is a 19.
I will say no.
All right. He's gonna get real mad again and go again.
Third time.
Yeah, he's a mad boy. That is a 24 to hit.
That one will.
Figured as much. That is 15 slashing damage as he is just guttily screaming as he just smashes through your shield, and a huge gash across your chest as you can as some of the wires are able to be seen and start like spitting out a little electricity.
Jamal, you need to make a concentration check for.
That was a save.
Cool. Great.
All
Good
right.
job.
We move to the caster now.
I thought this little dude was an undead fighter.
He comes before him though.
Oh, right. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. It's just the little picture matches that dude, right?
Yeah, it does.
It's confusing, but that's okay. That's fine. Cool.
He is going to summon Crimson Lances.
Oh, no, I'm not having any of that, man. He keeps doing that. I don't like it. Toby, make it stop.
He'll
You
shoot
can't make
one
it stop
at
yet, can you?
No.
He'll shoot one at Miles, and he'll shoot one at Xylus.
Yeah, try and
No!
Wait, can I make it stop?
No, you don't have counterspell. You're not high enough level.
No, I
You're
can't.
out of
No.
ISO. And I haven't taken counterspell yet, and Thea doesn't have counterspell.
That is a 19 to hit Xylus.
Oh, no. I will
What's Alice's AC?
19. I'll silvery barbs, I guess. I mean, I know that it's not going to help. Like, he's rolled so high, but I'll
It's a 22.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to give myself the advantage on the con save I'm going to have to make subsequently.
Yeah. Do that.
So that I don't stun both of us.
Let's see if you'll even get to make it.
Okay, well, I'm good for the con save if I have to make it, unless he does me 46 damage, at which point I'm on the floor.
Oh,
He deals 25.
That's fine, okay. I rolled a 23 on the con save,
As
which
a
is...
lance
Yeah.
shoots through you.
Oh,
And
God.
the other lance shoots at Miles.
Isn't Miles like immune to psychic damage or something anyway?
I wish.
You're not? I thought that was your whole thing. Like, that's your whole subclass, isn't it?
I'm not immune to
Or
anything.
does that not happen yet? Okay. Maybe it doesn't happen at all. Maybe that was a dream I had one day.
I mean, we can save immune. I'll take it.
I'm sorry, Miles. I think you're dead.
Probably.
Oh, you get it at level 10, but it's resistance, not immunity.
He crits.
I don't believe. I think you're cheating your die right now.
I swear to God, he just.
I'm just joking.
A crit?
He crit as he deals
Isn't that like HD10 or something stupid?
46 damage as
Yeah, I'm
this
down.
lance shoots through you,
Ah,
pinning
shit.
you to the earth elemental. And with that, speaking of, we move to the earth elemental as it turns its head and slowly begins to move over towards the other two problem solvers.
Haha.
And attempts to swing at both Thea and Biggs. Not Biggs. Toby. Robot.
Yes.
Toby, what is your AC currently?
24.
Yep. So it'll miss you, but that is a 17 to hit Thea, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
As it deals as it deals 11 damage.
Okay, she maintains
it-
concentration.
That's probably for the best, honestly.
Does it make any difference to you?
As with that, the golem sort of stands there and it pushes its body out to try to prevent them from coming to help you now. As we move to the undead warrior, as he attempts to slash at Xylus. And that is a 14 to hit you. That is an 8 to hit you. And that is a 17 to hit you.
Nope, that'll miss.
All of them will unfortunately miss.
Cool.
With that, we move back to the last sorcerer.
Darth, this sorcerer dude here,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, has he been rolling at disadvantage this whole time?
Oh, no, he has not.
Just checking.
Alright, well, that's good to know for now, as he's going to shoot.
Just saying, like,
it's not,
he
it's
could
not
miss.
anymore.
Wait. Does that mean that we all
this-
get shield?
No. Because I should have been doing it earlier for this turn, I'll roll at disadvantage, but Hex is gone because Miles is down.
It's got nothing to do with Hex. He's in melee range using a ranged spell attack.
Oh.
Like, you can't do that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he can summon the spears and stab you with it, too.
Sure, but
That's
you've
what
been
he
saying
did
he's been
to,
firing crimson bolts, right? That implies that he's casting a spell. If it's not a ranged spell attack, that's fine. But if it's a ranged spell attack, it needs to be a disadvantage. That's what I was saying.
Against Thea, I should have. Thea and Toby earlier, I should have done it. But
Yeah. Also,
Nobody-
Hex is a disadvantage on wisdom checks. It's got nothing to do.
oh, okay. Well, now that you said that, he will stab at you, Xylus, with the crimson lances. Then
Really? All right. Can
he'll stab at you with one.
Can Camel help me, considering that Mars is unconscious? What's the range on it?
I'm not. You're not within 5 foot of me, so.
It is 5 feet, yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. Okay.
Can
Cool.
Xylus
Unfortunately,
move
my camel
over
can't help
Miles'
you now.
dead corpse?
The camel was helping me.
Yeah.
It has done once. It hasn't been able to do it constantly. It's been able to do it once.
It can only do it against melee attacks, though, not against spell attacks, ranged
I'm being
attacks.
melee attacked. That's why I was asking.
Yes, unfortunately.
It is within 5 feet.
I don't think I can.
No,
with
no,
my
it's within
camel,
5 feet,
even
that's
though
fine.
the
That is, as he summons his two lances, he grabs one of them and attempts to stab you with it, unfortunately missing.
How rude.
Oh no, wait. Defender imposed disadvantage on the attack roll of one creature it can see that is within 5 feet of it, provided the attack roll is against a creature other than Defender. So I can impose disadvantage against that one.
That's what I was saying. I said I
Yeah.
think the creature is within 5 feet of you, but anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I've been missed, so yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And as he grabs the other spear and attempts to stab you with it, he misses once more.
Cool.
with that, move to Xylus.
Alright, Xylus will... Choices, so many choices.
Indeed.
I think
That was
we'll
the
start
point.
off with a spiritual weapon. Just gonna summon here. That'll make its attack. Oh god, that's a 14.
Who are you attacking?
Sorry, back by the back. $14 to hit. The guy at
That
the
will
back.
miss, unfortunately.
And then as my action, I will attack the guy directly in front of me. 20 to hit. How wounded does he look?
Very.
Okay, I'm a Great Flame Blade, but I'm not going to smite. So him and the creature behind him, well, he will take... that's a lot of damage. 14 slashing damage. That is maximum damage. And he will also take 2 fire damage.
Alright, and the guy in the back will take...
Yeah, sorry, I was just reading it. 5 plus spellcasting modifier, which is 5, so 10 fire damage on the guy at the back. I don't know if he's concentrating on anything, but if he is, he needs to check. And is this guy in front of me still alive?
Very.
What? You said he was severely wounded,
He was severely
and now he's
wounded,
very
but he
okay?
didn't- No, it's just he's still alive. He's still up.
Oh, okay. Right,
Right.
cool.
Like he didn't regain hit points or anything like that. It's
No,
just
okay,
he
the way
didn't
you said,
deal enough damage.
I thought you said, I said, is he alive? And you said very. It's like, okay, he's got better.
Oh no, I'm just mean he's still alive. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
With haste, I can't cast a spell as my second on my second round, can I?
Nope. And you already bonus action cast Sacred Weapon, so...
Yeah, no, I know. That's why I was asking. So let's have another look. Miles, I'm sorry. I think it's better for both of us if I just attack. I'm gonna.
I'm
reach out-
down. What if it doesn't matter?
Well, no, because I have lay on hands, right? So I could pick you up with 10 HP.
Oh, don't-
But I think it's
don't pick me
completely
up.
pointless. So I'm not
Don't
going
pick me
to.
up.
That's what I'm saying to you. I said, sorry, Miles, and I will attack the guy in the middle. That is 24 to hit.
Just to make sure, you've been attacking this guy in the middle, right?
No. The first attack was on this guy directly in front of me. I asked how he was.
Ah,
And then I did
Okay,
him
hold on,
14
give me a
slashing and
second.
2 fire. For a total of 16 damage.
yeah, hold on. I gave the wrong person the injuries. Yeah, the guy that you were attacking, he's very fucked up.
This guy here in front of me is the only person I've attacked since the first round
I
of
know,
combat.
I thought, Alright, yeah. The guy that you attacked is very, very wounded.
Was he very wounded when I went to hit him?
Yes, he was.
Okay, cool. Alright, my
it's
next
like I
attack
said,
is going on the guy in the
yeah.
middle.
Okay.
Okay. So sorry, that was a 20... I can't remember.
23 or 24?
It was a big
was some
number,
high
yeah.
number.
I rolled an 18, so yeah, 24 to hit.
That'll
25
hit.
to hit. Yeah. Okay. So he will take 8 plus 6 slashing damage. Oh, this D8 is a beast. Little red die, I'll remember you. He'll take 14 slashing damage and 2 fire damage. The guy next to him will take... the guy who I originally hit, this guy who I was fucking up, is going to take 7 fire damage plus my spellcasting modifier, 12 fire damage. And then I'm going to pump a second level smite into the guy directly, the guy in the middle. Which is a 3d8. 8. 1. Okay. So that's 17 radiant damage. Are you good, or do you need any of that
see-
again?
You said 17 radiant damage on
17
mage
radiant
guy?
on the guy in the middle, and then
I
this
got
guy
that.
took 12 fire damage as well.
Yep. As you see, as the fire sort of bounces over and spreads, you see it begin to burn the flesh away. But you hear a sigh as the husk turns to you, and it's still up.
Okay. Oh shit! Miles goes before Thea.
He does.
Oh,
I go now.
Sorry.
No, but guess what?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm just waiting for my turn.
Speaking of, Miles.
I rolled a natural 20. I'm predicting the future.
Fucking comes.
I'm predicting the future.
Oh, are you? Okay, let's see it.
It was on a 20 and it went last second!
Oh.
Alright, I didn't roll in that 20.
I
Shit.
thought you were saying for a second that you have already rolled and gotten a nat 20. I was gonna be like, you cannot just roll and not say anything and just go for nat 20s. Yeah.
I was trying to predict the future. It didn't go well. Alright, that is one fail.
Miles, as you start to slip into unconsciousness, still attached to the earth elemental, so you aren't there. You are what?
I'm in the afterlife.
No, you're over there.
What?
Because he got speared to the earth elemental.
Oh.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a giant spear of psychic energy in you. So yeah, you start to see that smile that haunts your nightmares.
Oh no. Looks like you read my backstory.
Yeah, I did.
Oh dear.
Anyways, there.
Yeah, well in that case, if Miles is right there, oh, this poor fucking wolf is never coming up.
No.
Poor wolf.
To be fair, I don't think Thea would do anything different in this case, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, Miles, I don't know why there's a 4th level spell slot expended on Thea, but she hasn't used one. Miles, Thea will reach to your side, and does she have to move for that? She can move for that if she has to. That door will protect her from any opportunity attacks. She'll go around and she will cast Cure Wounds on you at the 4th level.
The barbarian raging man isn't paying attention to her, so she's fine. 4th level Cure Wounds, go ahead.
37
Well, now she
HP,
used
Miles.
it before.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, and then she will use her bonus action to pop the 2d6 on the Aura Vitality on my whoever I am. I have a name. I'm sure I have a name somewhere in this fight. For 10 HP. That's not going to keep me alive, is it? I'm saying that it's a good roll. But yeah. Cool.
All right. Is that
Question.
your turn?
Yeah, just a quick question.
Answer.
When Miles comes back up, obviously I cast haste, right? There's no reason for it to drop on him, is there?
Yeah, I would say technically it is. Because either way, I'm gonna say for free, Miles, on your turn, you're gonna have to make a check to get out, get off of the elemental. So, if you can keep your haste. It's
Yeah, I mean he hasn't died, and he's my spell hasn't ended. Okay, but I will sort of shout out just in case he can hear me from wherever he is. Banks, I need you.
How loudly are you saying this?
I mean,
are you screaming this, or are you just like
like
hey,
27
Binks,
persuasion check?
Alright,
Yelling.
Binks, you faintly hear Xylus yelling something. All you heard was
I need you.
Binks, and then something about you. You're not quite sure.
I just whisper back, Binks isn't here anymore.
Oh, okay.
With that, I'm assuming that's Thea's turn.
Mm-hmm.
We move to 2v01. What would you like to do?
This is a conundrum because this guy at the door needs to be stopped from murdering the hell out of Thea.
He does.
As does the golem. However,
Yeah, he does.
Xylus also needs a lot of saving.
He does.
And that's 4 things.
Have you done anything to that barbarian? He seems to just be nearly dead all the time and not taking any damage at all.
I did 20
He's
damage to
been
the
taking
fucker.
damage.
But every time you're like, he's right on the cusp of death, and then he pumps 25 damage and you're like, he's not dead. Like,
I didn't
Binks
say he was right
did
on
like
the cusp of death.
35 psychic damage to the guy, and he was like, nope.
He's an angry man.
It's hard to kill someone with psychic damage when they've got nothing in there.
Exactly.
Okay,
No thoughts, head empty.
I think I need to take the risk. I think Xylus needs a saving here.
Probably.
I shall run 30 feet down here.
Alright, the barbarian will swing at you.
You can try.
That is a 20. That's a 24 to hit you.
There's no stopping that.
Yeah, I thought so. That is. Come on, dice. Tell me, how much is that? Whatever. That is 16 damage.
Concentration.
Doesn't matter. I'm dropping it anyway. Oh, it is an 11, so it does pass. But I'm gonna. Well, I don't.
You have no reason to drop it.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Well, it probably will drop from what I'm about to do. I'm going to pull out the lightning bolt, and I'm going to pull out the wand of lightning bolts, and let's discharge a fuck ton of charges.
All right.
I can upcast it beyond the levels that I can cast, right? Normally, just to make sure that I can do this.
We can. I'm thinking about not letting you guys do that anymore, so you don't cast 9th level fucking spells on these guys. But I'll let you for this time.
Well, casting a 9th level spell risks breaking the wand, but yes.
Does it risk breaking the wand?
If you expend,
it
you expend all the charges, which means you have to roll a d20, and then it might go boom.
I'll say you can go 2 above the highest spell you can cast. I'll say that.
That's really, 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 really bad on Artificer. Does.
Yeah, that's really bad on me.
He won't get 3rd level spell slots till like level 10.
Yeah,
that's true. I'll let you.
I mean, he's been quite responsible with it.
Yeah, Thea, however, I'm not gonna let.
You know what?
4th level spells right now.
Oh, I didn't realize Thea could expend an item to do it. I thought it was just a way of I thought it was just a way of giving her fireball. I used a spell slot on it earlier.
Oh no! You don't have to use it. It's an item.
I could have cast it at 8th level. I'm glad I didn't.
I would have stopped you. I'm not gonna let you do that. Oh wait, that's why. That's why you have a 4th level spell slot gone. Is because you cast fireball at the 4th level.
No, I didn't. I cast it at the 3rd.
You gave me a 14, or that's what you told me to roll for it. What doesn't matter. Go ahead. Okay. Lightning.
Yes, lightning bolt. I'm not going to risk breaking it. So 8th level. In a line to hit those 4.
I hate you.
I know you hate me, but that's fine. They need a dex save. DC 15.
That's a 19. That is a 12. And that is a 19 as well.
And the 4th target?
What 4th target?
There's 4.
No, you said.
Yeah, 4. 5 foot width on the beam, so I can hit all 4.
All right, sure.
Yeah, we've if James had like the token to throw on for lightning bolt, which I don't have, unfortunately, I show that it's.
That's a hit all of them,
yeah.
Yeah. So one of them fails, the rest of them save, and damage is going to be hello, settle. 50 damage.
Hi.
All right. You see the undead soldier dead outright. You see the sorcerer near death.
The sorcerer is 2, right?
Yep. The other sorcerer. He seems generally okay. No one's hit him yet. No one's hit him.
Is he the guy at the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's taking like 12 fire damage or something stupid. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's still doing great. And the Warforged soldier seems like he's doing just fine. No, he's very hurt, but it doesn't seem like a lightning bolt ripping through him. Other than a giant hole in his chest, he's still going.
Then I shall give, as my last thing, an order to the McCamel to shift along. And McCamel will actually take a bite at this very, very heavily wounded person.
Go ahead.
That's a 25 to hit
All right, give
for
do
7
it at,
force damage.
as you attempt to attack, the robot soldier will put his body in front. I need that at disadvantage.
At disadvantage. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That would be 11. Wow. I guess an 11 to hit is not a hit.
Unfortunately.
Son of a.
Was that your turn?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Binks, you're up. What are we doing, buddy?
I'm coming back for you, baby. I'm coming back for you. I'm just saying that to the barbarian. Anyways. And then I am gonna punch him in the face.
All right.
That's a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's 8 bludgeoning damage plus 5 psychic damage.
Give me a second. Okay. Go again.
That's a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
That's 7 bludgeoning damage plus
Alright.
7 psychic damage.
Alright.
And then I will keep.
He looks very, very hurt.
I will keep point flurry of blows.
Alright.
That's a 16 to hit.
Unfortunately, that'll miss.
That's a nat 20. Bye bye.
How do you want to kill this man?
Okay, so basically, here I am. I've been, at it for a while with this barbarian, punching stuff like that. And I think as he's just taking every hit, Binks looks down at his fucked up body and hands, and just clenches them really, really tightly, and just punches straight through his chest, and then pulls his arm back, sweat dripping from him.
Alright.
Yeah.
You do that. What do you want to do now?
And then I will move 5 feet here and open the door. And that's my movement speed.
It's still open. It's kind of busted off of its hinges, but yeah, you're looking in. You can see just the pure carnage that's just happened. It smells like roasted
Team
flesh.
spirit.
Or that.
James.
Is that your turn, though?
Can dictate us, bitch.
Alright. The soldier will move right here. And it will attempt to stab. It'll attempt to stab Xylus. Reason for it not to.
My camel got nothing for me. Alright, I'll take it like a man.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you sleeping.
McCamel and, yeah.
It's a disadvantage though. My camel will be helping.
All
Sorry,
right.
I thought that was a spell attack, not a physical.
No,
attack.
this is the guy coming up to chop my fucking head off.
Oh, right. No, yeah. Okay.
He'll miss both times with it.
Damn straight.
As we move to Berserker, the magic caster in the back. He will summon his Crimson Bolts once more. And he will point one at Xylus and one at Thea as he shoots them out.
He's firing a melee and a ranged attack at exactly the same time?
No, this one is shooting.
Oh, okay, so he's firing... Oh, I see, the guy at the back. Sorry, misunderstood, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 26 to hit Xylus.
Silvery Bobs.
Yep, I figured.
It's the last hope I have.
That is a 15,
Cool.
luckily.
That's what we like to hear. In that case, I shall give advantage to Thea.
Alright, and to hit Thea, that is an 18.
18 will hit. Psychic damage. Right?
Dealing. Yep, dealing 25.
So that's half to 12.
Yep.
And she will make her concentration check with advantage. I rolled a 17 on the first roll, so...
I was gonna say, I don't think you need that advantage, but I know you don't get a choice.
Well, I mean, I have to give the advantage to someone, and it's best to keep Aura Vitality up. Right? It's hugely important.
Yeah, that's true. Well, no, I meant more choosing to use the advantage or not.
Yeah.
I know you don't get to choose.
No, Silver Bubs is the next thing.
Anyways, that is his turn as we move back to the very, very hurt Cult Acolyte.
Sorry, who summoned the Earth Element?
He did. Oh shit, yeah, it's Earth Elemental's turn.
Sorry, guys.
Thanks for the reminder, James.
That's alright.
He is going to attempt to hit Thea and Miles, who's still attached to him.
Can you hit someone you're holding? Isn't that just called shaking?
Well, no, he can take his fist and just go straight down to his leg.
Can he even miss me though?
Yeah, he can. I'm gonna say I'm not that mean, okay?
By technicality, you're probably grappled, not restrained. Therefore, you have 0 movement speed, but you're actually not at disadvantage or advantage.
So that is 16 to hit Thea. No, that will hit.
16 will hit. Correct.
Yeah, that is 11. No, that is that's 11 damage.
Wait, why has she lost so much health all of a sudden?
I don't know. I'm not messing with her health there.
Okay.
And
Oh, for fuck's sake, because I'm typing it in as damage! Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, wait, what was she at? 44 minus 12 is not 12, it's 32. And you did how much damage?
I did 11 damage.
Okay, so she's at 21. I typed in 12 damage as if it was going to apply it like damage, like it does in D&D Beyond.
Beyond.
Yeah, and instead I replaced her 44 health with 12.
Oh, that'll do it.
That is an 18 to hit Miles.
Wouldn't that miss?
That'll hit me. That's my AC.
With your 2 armor class? Extra?
Yeah, he's only at 16.
When are we going to buy this dude some armor?
Wasn't I supposed to get like a?
Didn't we get him plate mail
cloak?
last session?
No.
I'm sure we went and got him
talks-
plate mail.
There's talks of getting him plate mail, but
Well,
no
we need
one's
to
made
fucking
any
hurry
action.
that shit along.
That is.
I'm sure we're going to crowdfund it or something. Get Miles on OnlyFans.
18.
What'd you say?
18. Bludgeoning damage as it smashes its knee and sort of just really digs that spear into its leg, but it doesn't care because it's an elemental, but more importantly, farther into your chest. Now we move to middle spellcaster man, who will give me a second.
Fall over and cry.
What's he doing,
No.
Darth?
He is going to clap his hands together, and I need.
Whatever it is, I rolled an at 20!
No,
I did! I know you're about to ask me for a saving throw.
I'm not gonna let you. I need to say it first, James.
You-
You don't
wha-
even know what.
Whatever it is, I'm the only fucking person in range!
No, I'm not gonna let you just roll ahead of time.
I think you are, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when you said I need her, I rolled. God, Matt,
I didn't
I'm
say
fucking
who I
keeping
needed it from.
What is the
Who else is it gonna be? I'm here.
What's he doing? What's the spell?
He is casting Phantasmal Force.
All right. On his own.
And so I need everyone to make an intelligence saving throw.
That's not right.
Everyone. Okay.
That's not right stuff.
What?
It's one person.
A target. Oh. He will cast
This is
it
Sassoro's
on-
favorite spell on Wednesday, so. I know this spell, like inside out, back to front. It's got a fucking book in it, mate.
Oh, if that's the case, then I'm not doing that. I thought that was an AoE.
What?
Fuck that.
That's crazy! It's Phantasmal Force on single target is one of the craziest things ever. I had the boss attacking his fucking friends.
That's true. You know what? Binks, give me a saving throw. Give me an intelligence saving throw.
Man, stealing you
as
through a
you
door.
walk in. The door is off its hinge. There is no door anymore. What part of that do you guys not understand? You're just like, we're gonna close the door. It's like, it's gone.
Rip. My door's been lost.
Josh?
Yes.
Can you give me an intelligence saving throw, please?
I prefer not to, if that's okay.
Unfortunately, you don't really got a choice here. It's that or I stab Silas. I'll give you the choice. What do you want?
That's a 10.
Xylus would choose the stabbing Xylus choice. James wouldn't.
I've already done it. I already made the rolls happen. I won't go back on it, no matter how much I want to, though. Yeah. So you are currently. Let me double check and see what all the fun stuff gets to happen to you now. Another visage. Just has no bad logical outcomes. The affected target is convinced the damage is created. Appears as a creature.
Basically, just decide what illusions Binks believes. Within, it can only be a 10-foot cube.
Binks, you see, as you fail this check, you see a spectral visage, a shadow, your shadow, appear as a dark version of yourself, covered in boils, blood running out of his hands, completely taken over by the corruption, and he likes it. And it will how do I describe this? It will run up and it will sack you in the stomach, and you feel as though you don't feel anything connect, but as it goes straight through you, you feel as though, just as you ripped your hand through the barbarian before, you feel as though your stomach has just been ripped open. And you take 6 psychic damage.
Ouch.
And yeah, that's about it. We move to what's his stupid name?
Xylus.
Yeah, that guy. Go ahead, James. You're up.
I will. Can I do that?
I don't know.
It's one sorcery point, a twin spell, a level 1 spell, right?
Yes.
Why have
based
I
on
got a
whoever-
spare sorcery point in each of my 2 collections of sorcery points? I'm so stupid. I wish I could add it to one place.
You have it are you asking why you have it?
No, I'm just like, I understand I've got 2 in my feats and 6 in my normal, but I expended 5 from one and 1 from the other. It's just this weird way of doing everything. Yep, so I'm going to expend a level... I'm going to expend a sorcery point, and I am going to cast Inflict Wounds on the 2 creatures in front of me. On the guy on the left, so this guy here, that's a 13 plus 9 for 22.
Oh wait, hold on.
What?
Wait, what the hell?
Why is he going over
Oh
there?
wait, yeah. No, I'm trying. Because I forgot who that was for a second. But
Okay.
that's just one of the metal
So
man.
the guy on the left, the boss dude. First.
Give me that at disadvantage. The
It's a
metal
spell.
rival.
I'm twin spelling it.
Let me double check and see.
I mean,
I'm
it's
pretty
up to
sure
you,
it was just
but
like-
I just the way it works, right? Is technically I'm casting it on the first guy and it's bouncing to the second. So I think, or am I putting both my hands out, or what?
What the way I think about twin spell is you're basically casting it twice, but at two separate,
Oh, okay,
two
that
separate
works.
people. That's the way I think about it.
Well,
so.
it's still a 22 because I rolled a 16 on the second one. So 13 plus 9 is a 22 on him.
Right.
The other guy's terrible. Oh, fucking plus 9 though is crazy. So it's an 18 on the guy in front of me, and it's a 22 on that guy. And it's 10.
Funnily enough, you miss the guy in front of you, but you explode.
An 18 misses?
Mm-hmm.
What? I hit him with an 18 like 25 times so far. Okay, cool. That's fine.
No, this is a different guy. This is the robot guy.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah, I killed the undead dude.
Toby killed the undead dude, but yeah.
Yeah. He went dead.
But as the necrotic energy is inflicted upon the
radiant.
sorcerer,
For me. Yeah.
I think of Nick. It doesn't matter. All right. As it does it, he one last time claps his hands, and I need a wisdom save from you.
Okay. It is 20 radiant damage, by the way.
He's dead either way, so.
Okay, cool. Wisdom saving throw. Ooh. I'm going to expend my final sorcery point, I think. Do I have to use a reaction for that? Let me just double check. What does it say? Oh, I've got so many fucking features on this character. Oh no, that's an ability check. Never mind, I can't do that. I still got the sorcery point. In that case, that's a 12.
You are blasted with psychic energy from the grave. As this man deals 18 psychic damage.
18, you're sure it's exactly 18, yeah?
Yeah,
17,
sure.
it's not 19.
I mean, if you want it to be 19, it can be 19.
Does somebody want to give me a hand here? I'm going down and Miles is getting stunned and everything's
Wait
going
a second, no! I am going to reduce that with one of my die.
Thanks, love.
Get the hell.
I was trying to be as like, just somebody would reduce it by 1. Thanks.
8.
You have to be close to them to do that?
I have to be within 30 feet. 30 feet.
30 feet? Okay, just making
Yeah.
sure.
What's the
Go
result?
ahead.
I reduced it by 8.
Cool. You saved my life, dude. You saved your own life. Wait, did you?
Yeah.
Yes, you did. Okay.
Yeah, I
cool.
did.
21 on the
Yeah,
concentration.
you
No,
would've-
I've checked my concentration check because otherwise I might not have saved him until. Yeah, I kept concentration. 21.
Alright.
Cool. Okay. Then spiritual weapon is going to strike him.
Yeah.
If you stop hitting me back, my turns will be a lot quicker.
No.
Spiritual weapon, I said. Sorry, yeah, let's roll.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an 11 to hit. That's going to miss. And then I'm going to hit him with Green Flame Blade because I'm cool like that. And that's a 16 plus 7 for 23.
Wait.
What?
How are you doing all this?
I use my action for inflict wounds, twin spell. I use my bonus action to attack with spiritual weapon, and I use my hasted attack to hit him with a sword.
Wait, let me double check. I'm pretty sure. Don't you have to attack with Green Flame Blade though?
Yes,
I'm,
that is how that works.
well, no, I mean, is it something that's constantly on? Is my point.
No, I'm using Green Flame Blade and hitting him around the head. Hitting him in the head. As my hasted attack.
Okay, whatever.
It's just, yeah, I mean, I've done it every round so far.
Well, no. My point is just that because that's magic, you can't use your hasted attack for it. That's what my idea was. But
it's part
if
of
it
it.
just auto,
It's
if
a-
it auto goes with the attack, then that's
I
fine.
believe as a hasted action you can use a cantrip anyway. But even if you can't, it's a melee attack. So it's, yeah, I mean, I can drop the Green Flame anyway because the guy's going to die. As I said, 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
He'll take 6 plus 6, 12 slashing damage. I'll put a first level smite into him, which is 2d8 for 8 plus 4, 12 radiant damage. And then the green flame blade would do an additional 8, which is another 2 fire damage on top. And the guy behind him would take 9.
Alright. Is that all?
Yeah, that's quite a lot of things. I think that might be all.
He's still out.
Figures.
Yeah, we move to...
Go on, Miles.
So what do I have to do? Make a strength check?
Yeah, give me, you are going to have to use either your haste action or your normal action to pull the spear out and get out of this, basically. Basically, give me a contested strength check to get out of this.
Oh,
Saving throw or just a check?
Kill him.
Just a regular check?
Yeah, just a regular check.
Nope.
Is that, alright,
7.
So you aren't going to be able to move from this. You can attempt to hit the elemental. Yeah.
Can I attempt to just free myself again?
Yeah, with your other action, you can attempt to free yourself.
Might as well. I'll be attacking at disadvantage, right?
Yeah, you would be attacking at disadvantage, that is correct.
I'll just... that's at a +3 whatever I roll. Not a +6. So that's a 16.
Let me... He is currently grappled, James.
Then he's not attacking at disadvantage.
Well, my point wasn't that he would be attacking at disadvantage. My point is that it hasn't taken any damage, and so... Like, my point is that the only thing he could do is attack the elemental. And
I understood. But he said, is it at disadvantage? And you said yes.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. My bad. What are you doing,
Am I still
Miles?
grappled? Well, I tried to free myself.
Well, let's see. Yeah. You're able to pull the spear out of you as you sort of tumble to the ground, wounded, beaten, and battered. You got your movement and bonus action left.
I'm gonna huff and puff, go down this hallway so they can't get me.
Wait,
right,
wait, hold on. Didn't you use your reduce on yourself earlier when you got attacked by the golem? Didn't you use your reaction to stop that?
What are you talking about?
He was unconscious at the end of his
when
last...
the golem... No,
He was unconscious.
That's true.
He made a death save.
I'm thinking, does he have a reaction to use this to save you, Xylus? Is my point.
Yeah, he was unconscious.
I didn't do anything
turn.
this round.
And then he was picked up, and then he saved me. That's it.
All right. So no, because he also got punched by the golem
While he was unconscious.
No, because Thea brought him up. Very quick, fourth level.
Thea brought me up by 37, and then I got attacked for 18, which brought me to 19. I didn't use a die when I got hit. I didn't use a reaction.
Let me double check.
Check how much damage you did. You did 18 damage. I took 18.
No. I'm checking to see if there's anything that says that you used your thing. If not, then
Well,
it's
no,
fine.
because...
Yeah. I don't see anything. I was misremembering. All right, that's fine.
As a bonus action.
Kill James, so, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I understand. I'm gonna use psionic recovery, which I can do once per short rest, just to regain a die.
All right.
And that is my turn.
Thea.
Okay, finally. Yeah, finally. Thea is gonna
Fire
summon. I'm just gonna. I don't have a thing for it. I'm just gonna use a flaming sphere for it. She's gonna summon the fire dog. I believe it's a dexterity saving throw for the two of them.
Yeah. It is.
DC 16.
Yep.
Oh, fucking hell.
It is failed. That is also a fail. Right,
3 fire damage.
Alright, they don't care.
Nope, figures they didn't. And then she will, unless anybody else is looking like they're dead, she will heal Xylus. Because Xylus is dying.
Xylus is gonna die, yeah.
And I believe it's +8. Is that right? Where is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking
What are you
for
casting?
it. Here we She's just using the Aura Vitality bonus action. So it's 9 healing, but then she gains bonus because of the dog. And it's a bonus 6, so it's a total of 15 health.
Nice.
And that'll be her turn.
Alright.
I don't think she... I think she might move around to where Binks and Xylus are, remaining in the melee range of the other.
Xylus and
Miles, Binks and Miles, yeah.
Alright, Binks is currently dealing with his own internal issues. So to everyone else, it just looks like Binks punched himself in the stomach, basically. Anyways, Toby, your turn.
Let's do a quick double check. How's Miles doing over there?
Miles.
Good, not good.
Not good.
And Xylus is okay for the time being, I'm assuming. Especially with
Not really, no, but I'm alive.
Yeah, it's just a tough call whether you or Miles ends up being the most important person here. Actually, the spellcaster dies, the golem might go as well.
Yeah, but the spellcaster is basically at full health, I'll tell you that for free.
Yeah, but the golem's also pretty durable right now. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So...
I don't care
There
what
is
you
no-
do as long as you don't take my camel away from me.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
okay.
I don't think that there's anything that you can do currently to take anything off the board right now. Except maybe the metal soldier, but he's not
Take
doing
me off the
much.
board.
Now we're gonna go for we're gonna go and try to get some advantage play with the wolf going. The metal soldier's the problem, you say? Oh, okay.
That's, in my opinion, it's your turn. You do what Toby thinks.
Yeah. Well, in that case, the camel defender will move to defend both of you. The metal guy will have to die after. I think the caster's the one to go with advantage. Let's go swinging on the caster. Oh.
Ooh, Matt died.
Matt
Whatever.
died. Ooh.
Go ahead, attack.
Right.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Yeah, Metal Man will protect him.
Wait, where is Metal Man?
He is standing right in front of... That's Metal Man.
I don't see a Metal Man. What the fuck?
Refresher roll
That-
20.
Yeah, okay, refreshing. Right, okay, then Metal Man will be the one to go down first, and I'll focus down the Metal Man, because I genuinely
Please do.
didn't see Metal Man there. I was like, what the fuck? Metal Man was over here for me.
Yeah, nah, he...
Yeah,
he-
no,
he
okay, Metal
did
Man
there.
it is then. Yeah, sorry, now I
Hi,
understand
Miles.
what the hell was going on. I was like, what the fuck? How's Metal Man defending from 20 foot away? No, yep, okay, let's swing Metal Man. Is that advantage because he's surrounded as fuck?
You're not flanking him, I'll say that.
Okay, right. Then I will go swinging with a battle axe. Let's see how I hit. 19 to hit.
That'll exactly hit.
That's 14 slashing damage.
You killed the Metal Man. Congratulations.
Yeah. Okay, let's go swinging at the other person that's right here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that with advantage this time?
No, because you're not because he's looking at you too. You were the biggest threat. They're both looking at
Okay.
you. So.
Okay. Alright, I just thought he might have been looking at the wolf that was right there, but fair enough, no, I'll go
He doesn't-
swinging still.
The wolf didn't. Alright, remember the wolf
Sure.
did 3 fire damage. That he doesn't
Okay.
care.
Well, that is a 16 to hit on the sorcerer.
That'll unfortunately miss.
Ah, pish.
Yep.
Then in that case, I shall. Yeah, let's get McCamel to do some things. Let's have McCamel bite this sorcerer as well.
All right.
Is that with advantage this time? Because they're looking at
Charge
me.
him out. You can have advantage with your camel.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
McCamel has a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That will be 6 force damage.
All right.
Okay, I have reactions available, so that will be my turn.
Binks, you are fighting your shadow right now. Oh wait, no, you're not. The guy who casted it died. So you see, as Xylus, inflicted wounds on the guy, and he fired back. The fist of your shadowy self that was there, it disappears, and you're able to see that you just punched yourself in the stomach. What would you like to do?
Love that for me. I will go here, and I'll punch the Earth Elemental,
All right.
which will miss, but that's fine. I just needed it to proc mobile, and then I'll move all the way over here.
Give me Constitution saving throw.
And
I can't let you nat one go unpunished.
that's a 10.
Advantage because of the jewel.
Since when?
Since it
Nah.
got this bad.
That's a 4. You can say it, Darth. I lose. One of my arms falls off.
You take another point of exhaustion as rubidium crystals spike out of your legs and your arm.
Oh,
Does this now mean that my kicks do
Nope.
psychic damage? Damn it. Does it mean that my kicks do piercing damage?
Yeah, they can do piercing instead of bludgeoning. I'm not giving you any more damage. Nice try. You do feel yourself. You've very much started to lose touch with everything.
And you know, in the video game Dragon Age, there's this thing called Lyrium, and that's like a crystal. that
Yeah,
people
I
use.
played Dragon.
Yeah. I feel like I'm turning into a giant red Lyrium monster.
That
You
is
have
a good way to
disadvantage.
defend.
On everything now.
Yeah.
I sure do.
Attack rolls and
Yeah.
saving throws.
So that's fun. I am going to use my except I can't. I'm just using.
You don't have like 500 movement speed anymore, right?
No. My speed's halved. That was with the second level of exhaustion, and now with third, I have disadvantage.
I'm just trying to get a handle on what your movement speed is now.
My movement speed is 30 now. I'm a regular Joe.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see this. So you were here. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to completely get around, or actually, you could go through here. Yeah, see, alright. Yeah, so you are where you are. Good job.
Thank you.
What would you like to do?
I guess I'll use my last key point to flurry of blows, but with one of them I am going to heal
James, knock it off.
my Xylus.
Your Nihilus? Okay.
Yes, and I will heal him for 6 health. And
Josh, why are
if
you using Flurry of Blows to do that?
Because to use it just by itself is an action. I've already used my action to hit the Earth Elemental to proc the mobile.
Oh, I
so
see.
don't-
Okay, sorry, I misunderstood.
Technically,
I thought you could just use an unarmed strike.
Technically speaking, you do have an extra attack that you could turn into.
That's
you can
no.
use
It,
Is that how it works? Okay.
replacing an attack with Hand of Healing, it has to be from Flurry of Blows. And then I can't move or hit or reach anyone to hit, so that's it.
Oh.
That's all from me, folks. Get
That's
your
weird.
hugs and kisses in now.
All right. The
Sorry,
occult-
Josh. Was it 6 healing, did you say? Because you
Uh,
rolled Hand of Harm. Is it the same
Oh.
numbers?
Alright. I believe so, but I'll just double check. Yeah, it is.
Thank you.
It's gonna summon 2 spectral spears and sort of stab both Xylus and Toby.
Okay.
Ooh, Toby. That is 21 to hit you.
I will shield that one.
Figured you would. And to attack Xylus, I know it's going to be at disadvantage, so... Oh, wait. This is a magic spell attack, so...
If it's a melee attack, if it's a melee spell attack, then it's a melee attack. If it's a ranged spell attack, it's a ranged spell attack. Like, it's melee and
Are you gonna
range to the
use it, not Xylus, Toby?
Yeah. Yeah, it seems I can, so the Steel Defender will distract.
That is 16.
Will miss.
That will miss. We move to the Golem. The Golem will move...
Attack me.
Yeah, specifically, Jamal, just to let you know, it's got nothing to do with melee or ranged. It's literally an attack roll.
No, we got attack of opportunity.
Go ahead.
Amazing.
Have you not used your reaction yet?
Oh wait,
Sick.
you have.
No, I don't think he has. He's had his turn since, right?
No, are you, wait, alright, I'll say this. Miles, are you sure you want to waste your reaction on an attack of opportunity and not theoretically saving
Damn
one of your
straight.
friends?
He's a sword beast.
I thought you can just use your attack. I didn't realize that attack of opportunities use up your reaction.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it's your reaction.
Oh, well.
Don't let it stop you, love. You want to hit the other elemental, you hit the
No.
other
If
elemental.
you wanna hit it, go ahead. I'm just saying.
No, I didn't realize it used my reaction.
Okay. It is going to... Yeah, it's gonna move there. It's gonna double punch Toby.
Huh?
That is, You've shielded, correct?
Correct.
The first one missed. The second one, however, was, 27.
Hard. 19 plus
Math.
what?
Will hit.
Yeah.
Math is hard, alright?
It is okay. I know mathematics is difficult.
Gonna be 24 damage. I rolled max.
Oh my word. Ouch.
That'll be its, and that's its turn. That's all it can do. We move to Xylus.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 2 spell slots left. I'm gonna hit the dude with a sword. I'm gonna miss the dude with a sword. That's my action. I wrote that one. Bonus action, my spiritual weapon will attack. That's a bit better. That's 10 plus 9, 19. 19 hit?
hit.
Cool. I've rolled on D&D Beyond and I regretted it. 7 force damage.
Cool.
And then... Oh, sorry, I should have Green Flame Blade. I did Green Flame Blade, but I missed, right? Yeah, okay, cool, I missed from the attack. Yeah, I'm just going to hit him again, my hasted action. The Green Flame Blade on the hasted action is open to interpretation, so we'll discuss it later. So for now, I'll just make the basic attack, which... fucking hell, I've got 2 different roll to hits, and it's so confusing. This one's the plus 7. Okay, that's an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah,
Why do you have?
Because I used my. Well, I've got a plus 7 to hit with a weapon, and I've got a plus 9 to hit with a spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're rolling with the weapon.
I'm always trying to remember which one's which, but the point is, if I don't expend a 2nd level spell slot, the weapon is a 6 instead of a 7, so my brain gets fried. Yeah, but anyway, it's an 18 to hit. It's 1d8 plus 6, which... Oh, why does it roll 2 things?
Because...
Which one is which? Okay, 14. There we go, big numbers. And then I will expend my... First or second. I really don't like this guy. I'm going to expend my 2nd level spell slot, and I've got no spell... I have 1 1st level spell slot left for Silvery Bobs, and I'm going to smite him with a 3d8 of radiant damage. 4, 5...
Yeah.
8. That is terrible. 8 radiant damage on my 3d8 of smite.
You're a terrible paladin.
Yeah, pretty much. He is terrible, muy terrible, and that will conclude his turn.
All right. Who comes after that? Miles comes after
I do.
that.
I'm gonna move right here. I'm gonna yell at the dude to get his attention. And then I'm gonna Misty Step to here. And hit him with a sword attack.
60 feet of movement speed. He's like, nah, I'm a Misty Step like a beast.
Why?
Hell yeah.
So,
Why
not?
I'm just.
What else
No,
are you gonna
I'm
do with his
just
bonus
wondering-
action?
No, I'm just wondering why he moved and then was like, now I'm gonna Misty Step.
Because I want to get I want to get his attention so that hopefully I'm now hitting him in the back and get advantage. That's exactly why I did that.
No, you can attack him, but I'm not gonna say you get advantage because you
That's
yelled
fine.
at him to get his attack. Like, that's...
No,
you can't.
he wants
That's fine.
advantage because he's behind him, flanking him. He just yelled at him
Yeah,
to make
that's
sure
fine.
he wasn't looking backwards.
Remember, his back isn't 2 miles currently. Because
That's why he yelled at him.
That's why he was
gonna
trying to get his
work.
attention. Oh.
That's fine. It's fine.
I didn't say
My
it should
first
work,
attack
I
missed.
just said it was good.
Hey, I just tried something. It didn't work. It's okay. Second attack.
Listen, I love your gumption, kid, alright?
Hey, I gotta try.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Alright. For 13 damage, plus I'm gonna use a Psionic Strike. Which does... how much damage? 1d8 plus 4.
I love how you haven't been doing that this whole time.
He's been busy saving lives with those psychic dice, alright?
So, 6 damage. Plus, you need to make a
sorry to-
strength saving
I'm sorry
throw.
to inform you that you've hit the one person who is immune to psychic damage.
That's fine,
Your-
though. That's fine.
Your
That's not
psionic
why I did
strike
it.
does nothing.
I did it because he has to make a strength saving throw.
Why?
Telekinetic
Like,
adept, telekinetic thrust. When you deal damage to a target with your Psionic Strike, I didn't deal damage on that. Maybe not
I was
actually.
gonna say you can't. He's immune.
Is it not
True.
part of the
True.
weapon?
All right, forget that. So
What'd you
if
say,
I,
James?
I've never used this ability before because I didn't realize it was there. But when I use a strike, I can make him make a strength saving throw, DC 15. If they fail, I can either move them 10 feet or knock them prone.
That would have been helpful in a lot of other fights.
Yeah, well, it's great. Good thing I know now.
I think
Yeah.
you've already
Third
just
attack.
got it, right? That's like level 7 of a late ability, I think.
22. I might have just got it. Actually, I don't know. That's
That'll hit.
22. There's a 2 being rerolled. Or got rerolled to a 1. I have to use it.
Yeah,
9
you
damage.
have to use it.
Yep, that's
all
9
right.
damage. Fourth,
one
final
more.
attack.
Go ahead, try to use your psionic
Oh.
strike again.
I can use it once a turn, so that's it.
Yeah.
That attack missed.
Just a heads up, I am right, Matt. Psionic Strike doesn't deal psychic damage. It deals force damage.
Oh. Well,
Does do
you
force
said you needed
damage.
a strength
Yeah.
saving throw?
It does do force damage.
It
you're right.
does do force
You
damage.
said a DC 15?
DC 15, yeah.
Alright, it didn't matter anyway.
No,
Fine,
but it's just worth
I-
knowing for future.
Yeah, it's known for future, but, you know.
So 7 force damage.
I think almost
Alright.
every psionic flavored thing is force. It's not to do with, because it's like, it's moving shit with the mind, right? It's mental prowess.
I
It's
guess.
not
It's just when
psychic.
you got
Yeah.
psionic, like,
course.
it's like
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it is,
it's-
it is not psychic.
Wizard of the
it's
Coast.
psychic.
Thea.
Yeah,
You're gonna heal Toby.
That'll end the fight.
Do it. You have no fucking balls, James.
Thea would not do that. Let's play true to her character, let's be real. I'm really...
When have you been playing true to her character?
I've tried my best. The
Not
only thing
like
I
that
did, the
party.
only thing I did that wasn't right
James.
was the not casting.
I'm fucking
the-
with you, James.
I know, but I
I'm
should have
fucking
summoned
with
the
you,
fucking thing on the first turn.
No, in the last fight she didn't do it. She only did she's only done it when she said no other option. Like when you were in Bazazon and you were fighting the other guys and there were things that
that
were
was
down,
before it gave a
she
D8 to
made-
all of her damage and healing. now she would summon it first turn. It's a pretty crazy class feature. Anyway, bringing it back to her, does anybody look particularly dead?
Toby?
Toby? Okay,
Yeah,
she will take a step forward.
6? Yeah, he's
Um,
on 6 health.
Toby,
I'm a
she
little
will
bit wounded,
heal
yes.
you for 2d6 plus 8. Oh, for fuck's sake, I can't find the fucking things. Advanced dice roller, 2d6 plus 8, roll, go. Toby, she'll heal you for 16 HP as her bonus action.
Fantastic, thank you.
And I think she's gonna do some damage, because she hasn't had a chance to do damage in this whole fight. She's been a fucking healer. And
You're a ball.
because she's
you're a
cool
ball.
and it's 4th level and she feels like a beast, she's gonna cast a 4th level Scorching Ray. That is a... what's her to hit? She's also at a +9. What a boss. You gave her something that did that as well. Alright,
Yeah,
that is a 17 to hit.
Miss.
It's a 29 to hit for a natural 20 for 4d6 fire damage.
He has adamantine armor, you can't crit him. I'm
Alright.
kidding. Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, either way, it's 8 plus 6, which is 14. Fire damage on a crit, which is pretty shoddy. Then she's gonna, I kid you the fuck not, miss again with a nat 1, and then her last one is a 22 to hit. 23 to hit, sorry. 23 to hit.
I'll hit.
For 12 fire damage. Oh, shit. Hold the fucking phone.
No,
Holding.
I don't wanna.
Plus 4d8 from Enhanced Bond. Did miss that. So...
Why plus 4d8?
because she... oh, no, she only hit twice. 3
Yeah.
times, right? 3 times, yeah?
No, she hit twice, but one was a
17
crit.
missed?
Yeah, 17 missed.
Okay, right, so yeah, it's still 3d8.
Yeah, it's
because,
still 3d8.
Yeah.
I was, oh, slow down there, James.
Yeah, 3d8, not 40. I thought I hit 3 times. 13... oh, this red dice is my favorite! What is pretty little red dice? That's 21 fire damage on top of that. Because, say I felt like being the
Alright.
boss.
He's still standing. He's
Okay.
fucked up, but he's still standing.
Does this wildfire thing...
I'm
it
pretty
gets
sure
its
it's a
turn
bonus
after you,
action.
but she has to command it with a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's in combat. The spirit treasure initiative count takes its turn immediately after yours. The only action it can take on its turn is a dodge action unless you command it otherwise. Okay, cool. Yep. So it takes a dodge action. Yeah, Laura, I just discovered that at the end of the turn. I was like, "Ooh, hello." Yeah, cool. So that's that shenanigans done, and I think that is Thea's turn complete.
All right, Toby, you're up.
Right.
Can we kill this asshole already?
Yeah, I
I don't know. Can
wholeheartedly
you
agree.
fucking hit him?
Yes, I would like to go swinging. Do I finally have advantage with this many people around me?
No, he's looking at you.
Ew.
He stabbed you and Xylus. He's been like his eyes have been tracking both of you.
Oh
Okay?
my. I forgot.
The
I didn't
camel
realize we
has
had a
advantage.
cross-eyed person here on the in our enemy team.
The camel can swing at advantage.
Okay, I will go swinging.
Yay.
That's 23 to hit.
Yay.
With
That's 14 slashing damage with my battle axe.
yeah, that'll hit.
That is 26 to hit with the same battle axe. That is another 7 slashing damage. And my camel will go biting with advantage. 17 to hit.
That'll miss.
Okay.
What a shit fight this has been.
What a shit fight. What the fuck do you guys mean?
No, like, unlucky, I mean.
Yeah. Well, like
I don't know about that. The only thing I'm counting as lucky is the fact that I casted haste 6 fucking rounds ago and it's still fucking up. That is the only thing I'm counting as lucky.
James, despite my best efforts, I haven't been able to do it.
Yeah.
Alright? You
No,
should
but
thank
I'm just
everyone
saying,
else in
like,
this party.
I'm just saying,
I
like, if
know.
Miles and I were stunned, I mean, in all fairness, if you hadn't have used Dispel Magic on Spirit Guardians,
that's... Well,
It's
yeah,
on you,
well,
Biggs.
I did that specifically to get rid of it so everyone else could move around freely, right?
What do you mean?
But yeah, because if I did it, then everyone else would be taking Spirit Guardians on every single one of their turns. They'd be taking that chip damage.
Who?
The enemies.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, if we didn't have that down, then we would have been fine. But yeah.
Binks, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
I will attack.
Alright.
That's a 19 to hit.
How do you want to do it?
Oh my god, yes.
So basically, what happened was, I like kick him in his chest, and then as I spin kick him, one of the shards in my leg stabs him in the neck, and with that impact, my foot drags his body to the ground. And as I take my foot away, his body comes up a little bit before removing from the shard, and blood just spurts out of his neck. I'm a way of mercy, by the way.
So as you do that, and as his currently bleeding out from the neck, he does die, but with one last cackle, I need everyone, and I do mean everyone, except maybe Thea. Thea might be safe. Nope, Thea isn't. I need a dex saving throw.
Both Miles and I make these at advantage.
I got 19 straight. We're good. Well, I have 20 actually, but 21.
I got a 19 for a 21.
Yeah, I got 19 for 21.
I've got to reopen Thea's character sheet. Hold on.
Toby, you too.
That would be a 17. Is that a success?
9.
Thea got a 13.
Anyone who got above a 15?
I will be using Flash of Genius. Binks will have a +5.
You will take half.
What's he doing, by the way?
He is exploding with psychic energy.
That's fine.
And he explodes.
What's he doing? He's exploding. Don't mind him.
I'm serious. As he does that, he chuckles to himself. You see the psychic energy begin to grow as he puts it into his chest as he detonates. And anyone who saved will take half of 27. Anyone who didn't, you take 27. So I'm pretty sure Thea is the only one who takes full damage.
Except she doesn't.
I take full damage too. I take the full 27.
No, you've got Flash of Genius.
It's psychic, yeah.
Oh.
Psychic, yep. Alright, how is everyone doing?
I have 6 HP.
Yeah, that's fine. If he's dead, then Thea's just going to use 6 bonus actions to do 2d6 plus 8 healing on Aura Vitality. And we can just constantly, pop each other up.
I mean, we can also take a long rest.
Just look at that. That's what Thea's doing.
Before you all do that, how is everyone after this fight? This is
Miles,
the hardest fight that you guys have had so far.
Miles right now is currently on his knees. He saw something he did not imagine he would see today, and he's not doing good.
Xylus is a little worried for Binks, seeing the sort of trouble he's gone through, the exhaustion he's had. For Xylus, this isn't the hardest fight Xylus has had, because obviously Xylus had fights where he's gone down with really high damage, and today he didn't experience that. But I think he's very worried for Binks more than anything else. Would you mind changing the music off?
I was gonna say we will exit.
Yeah, just in general, just so that we can think. Before we end.
Well, no, we're not ending. We're not ending just yet.
Okay.
I think Miles is upset about Binks too. He's on the ground, crying.
That's not why he's upset at the moment, but you can believe it.
No. We're gonna go with that. Right. We'll let Binks pretend that that's why.
You can pretend if you want.
More specifically, I think we're gonna have a look around the place and see whether we can work out anything about the Ruidium that was going on, because
give me an investigation check, I guess.
Sure. sure. I mean, I just think as a group, we're just going to ransack the place and see what. Not ransack the place to vandalize it, but just to search. I can give an investigation check, but it's not something that Zydus does.
Well, I was asking for everyone to give me an investigation check.
Zydus
I'm not giving a check.
Yeah.
I will do.
All right,
dear.
so one person is not checking.
It's just not a Zydus thing, right?
Josh closed roll 20.
Yeah, absolutely.
I need a check from you, Josh.
I'm not investigating.
Is Toby gonna investigate?
It was a 13.
All right, hold on.
Check with Thea.
I mean, like, at the end of the day, right, this is an empty building now, right? We've killed all the people.
Yeah, you killed everyone
Yeah,
there.
so we'll just search everything. If it takes us 8 hours instead of 1 because we're not very good at investigating, that's fine. But, like, we've come for a mission, right? We're going to see if we can find any trace of Ruidium, or rifles through their pockets,
Alright, so James,
etc.
you know that there's these things called, like, hidden compartments that are hard to find, so if you don't do well enough, like, I'm not gonna let you guys just have that, right? Like, that's what I'm asking, not because if it was just a genuine thing to find, right, I wouldn't ask you guys for it then.
No, but
I would just give it to you guys.
Whilst we look around, I would like to take...
At least someone was able to...
Thea got 19, we're good.
Yeah, alright.
Good.
So, after a bit of searching, Toby, you're not able to find much. Xylus, you're just too preoccupied with Binks currently to really, like, search. But Thea is able to find documents on how to... What it seems is to cure rubidium corruption. And with that is where we're going to end session.
we don't find anything about the, like, the Ruidium experiments, or, like... Because weren't we looking for something really specific?
You were looking for any research that the Vermilion Dream was doing on rubidium.
Oh, okay, right. So we're looking for any Ruidium, just stuff.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
You guys can look through it in the next session.
Cool.
But, yeah. So for now, we are going to end session. And give me a second so I can just put us back on the... Alright. We will come to MVPs. I'll come first to James.
Yeah, I liked the illusion that you used with Phantasmal Force. I thought that was kind of cool. The idea that he's being prevented by, prevented joining the fight by fighting himself is quite poetic given what Binks is going through. Miles's really good use of psychic dice, like here and there, to like negate things, adjust things. I think last week to me, the Marble Elephants fight was a lot more frightening than this one because missing Miles is terrifying.
It really puts it in perspective, huh?
Yeah, but not only that, like it's just yet again, I found myself being the sort of the front line, and whilst Smite is great, I thought there was going to be 4 of us in the front line. I've really got to wrap my head around the fact that we have a fighter, a monk, and a battlesmith artificer, and a sorcerer, and 2 of them are never going to be up in the front grill. So I've got to play a bit more cautious because Silas went way too ham today. Yeah.
Jamal.
I would have loved to have been up in their grill as well for a lot of the time, but I thought we'd be able to stop the guy at the doorway I thought you would be fine. So that was kind of scary to see you get battered that much. So shout out to strong consideration of just burning the wand completely on a 9th level spell to not die horribly. But I think for this it's got to be really just what the fuck is happening with Binks and a corruption? Like, the hell? I swear Binks is going to be screwed within like a week. A week of in-game time, not just a week in like 1 session from now.
Well, I don't mean to be, give false hope, but you did just find documents on supposedly
curing or
it.
attempting to.
You say that, Darth, but you said, for a cure. I don't like those quotation marks.
Well, that's because remember, Binks, as far as Binks knows, there is no cure. And when Owen talked to you about it, he said that they only knew ways of slowing it down.
There's always a cure when there's a wish spell.
The problem
You
too
wanna
is
get
level
the problem is Banks is not gonna care. He's gonna say, "Nope, I don't care. I'm not listening to the cure." He's gonna not accept it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
That's gonna be
Could probably
Binks's. And we'll cross that bridge next week because I'm gonna
Just
tell you
go on.
it's gonna be pretty
We'll
big
get there.
next week. But
Just a quick one. Laura gave an MVP to the crystal shard in the neck as a takedown.
that's a very good
Yeah,
takedown.
next.
Miles or Matt, your MVP.
My MVP goes to Josh because while we're in the middle of doing stuff, I see him talking about characters in another channel for a different
Yeah,
campaign.
for real. I hated that. I wanted to go in there and be like, "Shut up, Josh." You
I
need to
randomly,
know that."
I there are multiple times where I randomly started laughing when there wasn't laughing poems, and that is why I was laughing.
I saw you and Josh keep laughing, and so I thought I was missing something in the Twitch, but I saw nothing was going on there, and so I was like, I don't know why they're laughing so hard. Like, one of them is like near
Josh is
dying
talking
right
to
now.
Michaela about a character.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that was funny.
I'll come to Mr. Sidetracked. Josh, your MVP.
I was multitasking. I think mine goes for. Yeah, I would. I mean, not to say my character stuff, but the stuff happening with things is very cool. And even though it would be nice to say, this isn't happening, or I'm doing really well with the saves to stop it from happening, it is very interesting to see the kind of effects that this has, especially because you mentioned before, like, you didn't expect one of us to get it because we were supposed to see other people with this disease. So seeing it affect one of our party members first is very cool and very interesting. So yeah, probably that. Yeah, probably that.
I'm gonna give my MVP to continuously breaking whatever I think you guys are gonna do, because I perfectly expected Xylus to just like persuade his way in, right?
Xylus expected Xylus to persuade his way in. I don't really know what you were asking of me there. Like, you at no point was there an option for that.
Well, no, I mean, when you went in, right? Instead of like because it's been a couple hours, so I can't remember exactly. But it was, you walked in, there were crossbows pointed at you, and instead of trying to like.
Oh no, I did. I told, and you were like, yeah, no. So I was like, okay, fine. Spread Guardians and Fireball.
So, alright, that's probably a failure on my part. When I was saying no, it was more of them being like, they weren't being like, no, we're gonna kill you. It was more of like, no, you guys need to leave, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, yeah, that doesn't give an option for a chat. That means leave or die. We're pointing crossbows at your face.
That's true.
So
that's
I
true.
threw a fireball at them.
Yeah, and still, somehow, no matter how hard I try, I feel like, I don't want to say I feel like you guys got through this easy, but Binks, no, I don't think you guys got through this easy. I think that there is going to be a lot of interesting consequences from this fight.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. But yeah, I'll hand it back to you, James.
Yeah, that's where we're going to end. If you guys would like to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Your next session.
We shall see you
Goodbye.
soon.